Hello, everybody.
Hello.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the finale, episode 6 of the Forgotten Forge. Man, it's been a run. It's been a run so far. It's been pretty good. I'm excited for tonight. How's everybody feeling? First and foremost.
Good.
There's some energy. Yeah, there's some energy.
Yes.
Woo! It's been a long
Tuesday,
day.
and I feel like it's been 5 years. That's my
Yeah.
situation right now.
Yeah,
I know.
Same.
And we only played just last Thursday.
I know.
It feels like it's been longer than that.
Yeah.
Ready. I'm feeling ready.
Good. So let's talk about it. What happened last time we played?
Charlie
the mummy?
happened.
Charlie happened.
Charlie, we met the darling Charlie.
Yeah.
Charlie.
Yes.
Well,
He
We
fulfilled
saved
his
Matt's market.
destiny.
We rescued
and
him.
we were supposed to be resting, but that never happened.
We were looking for
and
bait, and we found
we were
bait.
looking for bait for specifically because we have a bug problem, a flesh-eating
Yeah.
bug problem.
Yeah.
And
Very the mummy.
Khan had a body. Well, I think that Ivan was trying to find some kind of like something, and Khan's like, "I got a body for you," and that's how we met Charlie, aka how we met your mother. No, I'm just kidding.
We freed Charlie from the bondage of Skakan. And
Yep.
I'm not sure
Couldn't-
if Charlie really hated it or not, though, because Charlie was kind of
Charlie-
doing some weird shit.
He
He
got
might
2
have-
fingers chopped off.
Yeah, that's true.
He did go back for more, though.
Well, we couldn't really agree as a team if we were gonna send him to his death as bait or not. Really couldn't agree if we were buying him or not, but we did
I
it.
feel like the consensus was mostly everyone did not want to send this person off to their death, except
I was-
for
Look, I'm the criminal here, and I was anti-purchasing the man. Just for the record, I said we shouldn't buy the guy. Everybody's just, I don't know if
I
anybody
feel like
wrote that
Scout
down.
and Sarah wanted to do it to like save this person.
Yes. Yes.
And understandable.
I
but-
didn't want to use him as bait for bugs.
Yeah. Which, unfortunately,
He ended up happening anyway.
he did sort of fulfill his little old destiny there.
Usually the bugs are the bait, but we have bug
But
bait.
the thing is, Charlie ended up being like a really smart guy. Like he's a little
Yeah.
A lot of information.
he's got some unique quirks about him.
He was
He's
like a
eccentric.
Warforged historian or
Yeah,
some
very
shit.
valuable.
but
Very
he knew
valuable.
a shit
Yeah.
ton about Warforged and gave us a
Sex
lot
was
of
very
info.
interested in Scout.
Yeah. I think he was interested in a couple of us for different reasons,
I
but
think he's interested in most of you, maybe with an
Yeah.
exception to maybe
Okay.
Cobalt's character, maybe.
yeah.
Come on.
Uh,
I mean, he
wanted
hasn't
to
seen him without
fuck
his
me.
robes, right? Like when you get down to the 3% body fat, you're kind of jacked, even if you're like a
Kane's
little
like,
dude.
I washed my body for you.
Kane-
So-
Kane
And then we
definitely
waited in
has-
shit 10 minutes later.
Kane
so-
definitely has cum gutters for sure.
Oh, no.
100%. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Oh, okay.
Oh, no, I do know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I-
The muscles, they
no.
point to the fun parts.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. All right, I'm baking up a
Oh, giant toad. That happened.
Bub's like, save this. I need to get it away from here.
Oh yeah, like on Bub's stream. Yeah, that's the worst thing anybody's ever said on this stream.
Listen, okay?
I've seen your chat.
Fair. We're here now, okay? We're here, and that's fine. It's up to this point. Yeah, Charlie is he's a relatively smart cat, and he ended up in the situation because he tried stealing just out of hunger, or maybe it was something more. Whatever the pursuit might be, he got caught. What did you guys pay for Charlie's freedom?
Not
10
that
gold,
much.
wasn't it?
It's 10
Yeah,
gold
it was 10 gold.
and
Yeah.
Gold and some t-shirts.
10
were
gold
worn.
and some t-shirts. Yeah, some stanky
Yes.
shirts. That's right.
Thank God for those t-shirts. They've saved us so many times.
They have. They've
They're
been
more valuable than my potions.
Absolutely.
At least to Skakan, yeah, he's also eccentric. He has a certain flavor about him. But yeah, for sure, Charlie is he's bright. He's quite brilliant. He is perverted. He admitted to previously being a part of or running a hedonistic
Cabal.
cabal.
right.
Yes.
whatever that is to, or whomever it is to, whatever the case may be. Yeah, he's a historian. He knows the shit, and he spilled some beans based off of what you guys were talking about. Which, let's talk about that. What's the game? What's going on right this particular moment with your pursuits, your goals? What do you know?
Well, we found out that the thing that we're after is potentially, probably, almost definitely an instrument of war, and that there is a war coming, and that the Warforged are
Yeah.
about to
the saber
aggress.
is a 7 foot tall thing that probably is not going to be alone, and then it's going to have 2 instruments. And then they told us a bunch of stuff about like Kenneth being arms dealers, and
Yeah.
that
Like, it's
this
bad.
thing might be used for making
Warforges.
Warforged, and that forges are only in the Moorlands, and that was specifically in regards to me. So they were like, he was like, "Why?
Scout.
There's
How
new
are
ones
you
popping
existing?"
up.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Scout completely skirted that conversation. In fact, and I quote,
Sus.
because I just watched this, I don't want to talk about that.
Sus behavior from Scout.
Yeah.
The innocent little
Totally not
Warforged.
sus.
Well, I mean,
Look,
you guys did have the
Scout
conversation.
has their programming,
right,
We
about-
may not know what it is.
about the importance of withholding the truth, omission, right?
This
Sometimes
is true. We
sometimes you
Historically
have to-
created
impossible
this.
for us.
Yeah,
We created a monster.
for sure. So
Speaking of monsters, giant toad.
Giant Toad, yeah. We saw. I wanted more than anything to roll to get
You
through
rolled
my
like
luck
20
rolls.
times to get that fucking toad.
Yeah,
Oh.
I didn't want to find myself in a situation where I was prepared to use my luck rolls in combat. I knew you guys were gonna have a hard enough time as is. So I wanted someone who was going to be frontline combat savvy, and I know that Ivan has 2 forms that are particularly decent at frontline combat. One of which was the one that he rolled. The other is one of his former rolls. So this was, the Dendaran Wartoad, top tier stuff. I think Ivan's gonna have a bit of a rocky tummy by the time it's all done.
Yeah, what the hell is gonna happen with that?
So full.
Well,
I
it's-
ate like 30,000 calories.
you
You
okay?
ate like
So
a big armored rat.
it's magic,
Multiple.
right? It's
2 of
it's magic. So when it changes your size back, it will drop their size category as well. So it will be the equivalent of you. Instead of eating small size rodents, you will have instead ate 2 or 3 like diminutive sized rodents. Horrible,
They'll still be
horrible
very
creatures.
full. Yeah.
Yeah, they're like nasty though.
Yeah.
Dripping poison on their teeth.
Yeah, hell yeah. Actually, let me see if I have a picture here of these bad boys. They're real nasty, man. They're called horrid rats.
Let me just get a constitution roll on that.
Yeah, like, am I
Actually,
gonna
don't do
die
that.
because
Yeah,
of the
am I-
poison that they have on them? Like, the toad
I
won't
gonna
die, but like, am
die?
I?
But before the frog too, we had a fight with Warforged as well, and both of the shifters
There you go.
that we saw. before.
Oh.
And we
That
found out
is
what those
nasty.
dragons
Yeah.
mean, which is the final messenger, where they they can recollect their moments before death.
Yeah, it's their final moments. That's why it's called the final messenger. Who do you think that's going to?
The Mama
Nope.
Forged.
Nobody good.
No, nobody good. That's right. Yeah.
They got little snitches in their brains.
Yeah, they do.
Probably the what's his name?
Shredder
Saber.
Mans.
The Blades guy.
Lord of Blades.
Mhm.
Yeah, Lord of Blades.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's actually plot twist. It's going back to Skakan.
Oh God.
Skakan's
Skakan
actually
playing the long
big-
game.
The big
Yeah.
bad, yeah.
Well, so far you guys haven't discovered whom this being is by the name of Saber. So, if they're to report in, it's in chain of command. So chain of command likely would boil
Oh,
it down
then
to
yeah, they're probably reporting to Saber because
Saber.
Saber's waiting for us. Saber's like, I'm waiting at the gate. You must have the key. I'm going to kill you. Take it and open the vault.
Yeah.
I heard tell of a motley crew.
Yeah.
Also, just for everyone's reference, we all had to wade through 3.5 feet of just shit water.
By
Yeah.
Wade, he means I was.
Well,
underneath
you were
it.
fine. Yeah, you didn't mind.
But I can't wade. It's like I'm
Yeah,
2
you
feet
went under.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, scouts swam around in that shit a
It's
whole
true.
bunch anyway.
I turned into a
So-
fish.
Yeah, sailfish. Yeah.
It's not like they avoided it or anything.
We-
We're all
we
shitty
all
right
managed. We all managed to not get sick or poisoned by the sewage. So
Yeah,
that's good.
you,
That's true.
That is
You-
true.
You think that.
Oh
Okay.
god.
Oh, that is not true.
All right. Well, I'll see you guys next game.
When we wake up in the morning, someone's gonna be like,
Dysentery takes a
Oh,
minute to kick
no.
in, man.
It does,
It's
it
not-
does.
No.
It's not just poop.
If you received a
It's your small
physical
intestine.
or even remote like maiming, right, to any degree, you will have to make a fortitude roll upon reawakening.
just sewer things.
Where are the freaking showers down here?
Man, they're in the other forge.
You
the-
wait for whenever
The
the water
remembered
comes down the
forge.
tubes.
Remembered forge.
It happens when it rains. When it rains, the water comes through the drain. That's when you shower. It's like once a year.
Oh,
God.
nope, don't like that. No, that's nasty. Oh man.
That would be like a great tradition if everybody lived underneath and then like once in a while there's like a rain and it happens at like a certain cadence and everyone like gathers around the drainage to shower. It'd be funny.
And then Charlie shows up, and then that's his cabal right there.
Yeah.
No, no.
It's their mating migration to shower.
Oh man.
The lore
Yeah,
deepens.
Charlie got fucked up. But
Yeah.
we did a really good job of trying to save him.
Yeah.
Cain definitely
Everyone except for
didn't-
Cain.
Cain literally scurried
Yeah.
away.
Look, I trusted y'all had it, and there was a building that looked like y'all were distracting them. I killed a couple of rats.
We know we're
I was
here.
like, let me go check this out. But I
When
don't want
did
them
you
to
kill
get
a couple
ambushed.
rats?
I acid
Yeah,
darted
I was-
the shit out of stuff, okay? And the first
true, you
fight, I
did.
melted the Warforged, all his armor off the front of him.
Freaking Tracy's
acid-
face
the
is the
acid
best.
darts.
Everybody else
We
is just
know-
sitting there, and Tracy's like, "Motherfucker."
We know where
Saw-
you're. We'll remember
saw-
this.
what you
Tracy
did.
remembers.
Yeah.
We know where your loyalties lie.
I mean,
Yeah.
truly, the fact that we were able to
Helping.
kill, we
In
were able
yourself.
to kill a swarm of flesh-eating beetles by beating the mass with lit torches and like a
torches.
frog stomping on them.
Yeah.
Unbelievable that he didn't
The-
die.
The torches split was a good
Right.
call, so we all had fire basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, it ended up
Yeah.
working out.
Yeah.
I saw that they were cheap and lightweight, and I grabbed 10 of them. I don't know. Smartest thing I ever accidentally did.
Sometimes
think
it works
they-
out that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it works out that way, and it's kind of nice. Though I believe you will discover that some of the damage that you guys did to the swarm was inflicted. I think at the very least, Sera noticed that when she bashed the swarm over the top of Charlie, that some of that damage, the kinetic, like the bludgeoning damage, was delivered to Charlie as well. So
Yeah, we were
Oh
We were-
no.
beating Charlie
Yeah.
with
Sorry,
lit
Charlie.
torches. But I mean, what are you gonna do? Like
I was standing on top of him as a doggo and shaking my. What do you
I
call
tried
it?
to make a
Muzzle?
make a Molotov cocktail
With
out
a-
of those fake potions, but it didn't work. So
yeah.
I had my head in the game, but
Do we think Ivan is going to drop those potions at some point? Is that going to be one of those things where it's like, okay, like I have a much larger calling. Do I continue holding
No.
on to these potions?
Absolutely not. I mean, not anytime soon. Maybe down the line he'll finally realize. But
Okay.
you gotta keep up the
Soon.
con, man.
Okay.
yeah, that's what it is. It's the sunk cost, right? It's like
Dude,
back
he's
of your head, you
ambassador of
know.
Sharn City Alchemy Moguls. What do you,
Yeah.
you think he's
And
just
they
gonna like
might-
let that go?
It might be more than piss water. You never know.
sell my shirts.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's very much a thing.
You can open up a
Sell
bakery
my-
and you can you can make the t-shirts.
Yeah, used worn T-shirts.
Listen, if you can vend used like lingerie in certain locations, Ivan could
Dude,
definitely.
people are buying bathwater, so go for it. Use shirts. Why not?
Bathwater, you say?
Yeah.
Selling it.
Oh no,
Selling
that's right.
stinky bathwater.
Oh God.
Cain's like
no.
acidic bathwater. Ew.
Nasty.
Yeah, gamer wizard bathwater.
Oh, you're all as
Gamer
gross as me
wizard.
right now.
Gamer wizard bath.
Oh my God.
Oh, disgusting.
Ooh.
Disgusting. So yes, it ended there. I do like to do this. I like to posit a question to see what everybody believes is going to occur. So this is my question here. I want to know What happens after you recover the schema? What does that look like for your characters? I want to start with Cain specifically.
Study it.
You want to study it? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What does Ivan think about the schematic?
He thinks that it's gonna start the next war, and that he doesn't want to hand it over to the old bat.
Sure. Okay. So what would he do? Would he try to negotiate, make an unrealistic price? What does that look like?
Like his original thought was, what if the Lord of Blades was actually the good guy? But then we're being told by Charlie that no, they're both bad. They're both wanting to do the similar thing. They're just wanting to be the one to do it so that they get control, right? So I don't know. He's gonna try to figure it out. Maybe just break it,
Okay.
destroy it. Because if it's so valuable that we have to go get it, that means that it's not easy or maybe even impossible to make a new one.
Sure.
So a possible solution is the anarchy way, the anarchy method.
I like that. All right, Sera. What is Sera thinking about this?
I think Sera thinks it needs to be protected somewhere, and put like stored away. This should not be in human hands, essentially, because these houses cannot be trusted with it. It's going to cause war. We need to like store it somewhere safe. I don't know who she would give it to.
Sure.
Maybe her temple or something like. But of course, that's not going to fly with the rest of the group.
What
like,
if-
we need to hand this over to the church.
Yeah.
No.
What if that's House Cannith's goal? Recognizing that this relic might potentially start another war.
Maybe it is.
The arms dealers?
Sure.
But also, I don't know if Sera knows. Yeah, if any of us know what House Cannith, like, we don't know
Okay. So
what they're doing right now.
Let's
so
hit a roll.
sus.
Let's actually hit a roll here. I would like a knowledge local or a knowledge nobility from everyone, whatever is your stronger of the two rolls.
Oh,
And unfortunately, you don't get luck rolls for this.
dang it.
And we don't have any yet, so that's a thing.
Knowledge what?
Knowledge either
Y'all.
nobility or knowledge local.
No, it's the finale. Hook us up.
Please.
Ivan, wow, well done. Well done. Okay, and Cain as well. Okay. So the day of mourning for the Mournlands, when that went down, that is recognized across your world. Everybody has heard of this, okay? Everybody knows about it. Whatever occurred, a mist fell over the nation of Sera. That is the Mournlands. That's where basically everybody died or was transformed into horrific monsters, horrific beings. 80 to 90% of House Cannith was destroyed. Ivan, Cain, well, particularly this is going to be more relevant to Ivan since he's been around the last 20 years. Ivan, you would have heard of this. It was a big blow to House Cannith. It nearly wiped them all out. The only individuals living in the family of House Cannith were those excoriated and exiled. So they weren't tied to the events of the arms dealing and profiteering. Your family probably would have talked about that, particularly your dad. That would have trickled down. And where there's money, inevitably, with you trying to make a name for yourself, that's valuable information. How you wish to disseminate that information or tell the rest of your party, you totally can. Cain, you likely would have recognized that when you're messing with magic greater than yourselves and the dragons, you inevitably call forth a wrath. And maybe you heard about it. Maybe it trickled down through the vents from above. But everybody knows about the Mournlands, even those that have self-exiled. Everybody died there. The nation of Sera was the home of House Cannith. There were people that were from other regions, but yeah. So if you actually have an in with someone of House Cannith, they're an exile of the family. What does Scout do with the schematic?
I must take it to the creator.
Like that.
And the creator is House Cannon. Potentially.
Do
Somebody
you
in
even
House
know
Cannon.
where to go?
It's like one of those crystals in Tears of the Kingdom when you pick it up and it just laser beam.
Yeah.
Sorta, yeah.
Throwing
Scout-
an ender eye in Minecraft.
Scout definitely. Oh, that's good too. Scout definitely knows where to take it, but Scout has said it before, and it's been very nebulous, almost like wisdom driven, right? Where it's been like, what is the scout? What is the creator like? They are the wind. They are the air above us, the ground beneath our feet. Scout's not a liar. That's one thing. Maybe Scout is learning to bend the truth, but before all of your conversations have gone on, Scout has never been a liar. And you'd be able to put that math together.
Thanks for making it possible.
Well, we know the creation story of the world, right?
Sure, yeah, everybody does.
So
I think
yeah,
we've all raised you just fine.
we're basically like on a giant dragon. The giant dragon is the world. So there's
True.
little dragon souls popping out of these other.
Dude, Cain's been on too many mushrooms.
Maybe it's a suppository for the giant world-sized dragon.
No, that
I mean,
I just mean bury it. What were you guys thinking? Sorry.
what does Anju do with it? The black market fence of the group. What does Anju do with a schematic?
Well, I would say Anju would be torn between his desire to just finish the job and get the coin. And now this new information of like, you know, he's having a moral dilemma, because now if it's like, if I deliver this to the people who hired us, that could result in, you know, assisting with a war that kills innocent people, for example. That's not the kind of thing as I've said many times, a wannabe Robin Hood would be into. But also he's like, I don't know, it's tough because did take the job. So it's kind of, he's having a moral dilemma, and he's not too bright. So, you know, really he just kind of hears like, oh, this could be bad and hurt people. Maybe no do. And that's about as far as it goes, because, you know, doesn't like the idea of being a war profiteer, likes the idea of making a profit.
Sure.
Doesn't like the idea of, he's not a general, you know. He's kind of, so we'll see.
And with that,
he's just annoyed. He's just in over his head.
what we know thus far, I'm going to kick us off into our game. We are one gifted sub away from our first luck reroll. Every luck reroll comes at 10 gifted. 5, whatever you wish to do, as long as it amounts up to 10.
I'll let you know we would be dead without last week's.
It's true,
we would have been dead.
A lot of
so
trouble.
dead.
A lot of trouble. So cast your blessings, chat, if you wish to see them succeed. If not,
So dead.
be fickle. First luck reroll unlocked. So we begin with the thudding thump of Charlie Miles' body hitting the ground, as the remaining few scarabs seemingly amble off in various directions, most of them crushed beneath the feet of the large toad, or tore from the attack of the hound, or burned from a myriad of torch swings. Charlie slumps into a pile at your feet.
How you doing,
Scout
buddy?
is trying to heal check them. I think I rolled a 23, right?
Let's find out, actually. Yes. So I'm gonna need to make a few rolls here.
And I baby bird fed
Oh, right.
a good berry.
I forgot about that.
I think I have 3 left.
It's not bad. Okay. So because I know that you guys are familiar with this, I'm gonna say 6. Charlie bleeds. You know that
Same
he's
Charlie.
dying, Scout. You can see his blood is starting to freely flow from his body from various bites, nicks and
Does
dings,
it look like
chips.
there's anything I can do? Or is it like, this is it?
Yeah, can we
For
cast
Charlie.
heal minor wound?
You could.
T-shirts we got.
You could. Yeah, you guys theoretically could.
I would love to cast. I got one cast of it left.
Go for it.
I have none left.
Sorry, I might have pressed the wrong button there with the how it shows.
No, you
That's
got
fine.
it. 6.
You got that's 6. 6 is good. What does this look like when you cast Cure Light Wounds? Do you lean down and
You're a
say like a
frog.
prayer? Do you touch? Yeah. What does this look like from you right now?
Oh, me?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. I don't know what the hell I would do as a frog. 'Cause I can't touch him. I can't. Can I blow him a kiss
You physically have to touch some part of his being.
with my slimy, poisonous skin?
I mean, yeah, yes.
Can I like rub it in the dirt a bunch, to, like cover it with like soot and shit, so it's not poisonous and
Sure,
it's just
yeah.
disease ridden?
I like that. I'm okay
It's
with
just
that.
disease ridden, you know. It's like a small little
Do
barrier.
you
It's
wrap
just-
your little hand, your little pod hand in a t-shirt?
We
Oh,
got
but are you saying I have to
T-shirts.
touch him directly? Like I have to? Can I just
Oh.
like wait? Do I have like small little nails at the end of my feet?
You don't. Your
They're pods.
your fingers, right? Like by the way that they are, they've got platelets up. So you're like the type of creature that they are. They slam attack repeatedly. So you can theoretically like bump forward and try to hit him with like the front of your plated pod.
Okay, I'll do that. Yeah.
Okay,
Just touch him with the part that's not seeping garbage.
sure. There is an emission of divine magic from the Dandaran war toad that you've come to know as Ivan. Charlie does not stir. I'm going to say 4. I got lucky.
What?
Don't like that.
Charlie stabilizes.
Oh.
Do
You like
like
that?
that?
You do like that.
Nice.
That's like the 7
Easy peasy.
that Tracy got before.
yeah.
Yeah.
I just
Y'all
see
be
Bub.
mind
I just see
readers.
Bub as an adversary.
You can, man. I'm here. I'm here to help. Right? No,
Yeah.
it's never that way. I'm not here to hurt. I'm just here running the book as described.
Okay. Yeah, you say that now.
Ben doesn't believe that.
Anju presses X to doubt, but that's fine.
Can I shuffle up at this point?
Yeah, of course you can. Yes.
And I'm gonna say, over here, I found somewhere safe for us to go. We can treat him there.
I'll I'm like, putting my bow back on my back, and I look over and see the shelter, and I'm like, where the fuck? What was that? Where were you fucking?
Yes. Nice of you to show up.
Everybody did a great job. I do think the wizard is right, though. It looks safe over there.
So far as he can say yes.
Well, why doesn't the wizard go first and walk in and make sure?
I've already been inside.
Well, we didn't see it. You go inside first, and then we'll bring Charlie in.
Fine.
I'll go with you to scope out if it's safe or not.
Okay.
I will also join you to scout.
There you go, scout. Perfect opportunity to scout.
Fine. Well, if everybody's going, then
Well, we got to figure out how to move this man's.
I'm strong. I can carry him.
Yeah, he's probably gonna be fine, right?
Charlie's in a rough spot.
I mean, his skin's only like bubbling a little bit. He'll be fine.
I think we can
You
help
can
him.
give him mouth to mouth.
Since you've moved inside of this room, this temple of sorts, the various outer walls of this building suggest that it was once a temple so far as you can see. It looks as if there are various symbols here of a deity by the name of Onatar, which was a god of artifice in the forge. There are various columns and supports that seem to recommend that this structure is not incredibly stable. If there was perchance a fight here, it may not withstand through the duress of that combat. But so far as you can tell, none have used this chamber for anything. The dust is thick here on the floor, on the doors that seem to have fallen down inside of this chamber. Perception checks, please.
Oh, yeah. Scout is
Yeah.
scanning. You see Scout's eyes change color.
I think I already perceptioned in here earlier.
You did, but you might see something else.
Anju's eyes dilate.
I'm rolling clean
23.
10s tonight. Nothing
Yeah, I
but
see that.
10s.
I see that.
10s on 10s.
Maggie, Scout
Stacks.
scans this area here, and
Scanning. Initiated.
you can see that there are various pews, one of which seems to be still stable, while the others are remotely destructed. There appears to be a forge off on the right-hand side. You're not sure if this was the actual forge that you were supposed to tend to or not, but regardless, this temple still offers a small forge. What does catch your eye, and more so the sound of the events around you, there appears to be a very, very thin stream of water running in the southwest corner of the building.
Okay. Scout will roll on over, kind of make their way to the forge. If nothing looks interesting there, they will check out the stream.
Yeah, nothing appears to be of immediate interest at the forge itself. It's been a long time since it's been lit, but you can use it if you so desire for whatever reason, whatever it means, maybe just that. When you glance at this pool, this very, very small pool of water here, the stream seems to trickle downward. It's maybe just shy of a pencil's width. And it's produced at what looks like a small font. It sort of looks like it's a praying font, but what stands out to you is the runes that are inscribed behind the running water.
What's so interesting about the runes?
They seem to
What
still.
are they? What language are they written in?
It's definitely divine magic. It's divine runes, and your best guess, based on what you've seen outside, is it's divinity tied to Anatar.
Okay.
What makes you think that it's important is the fact that the runes seem to flicker and flow in a pattern as the stream runs over the top of this.
Okay. Scott will point it out then and be like,
I have found something of significance. There are some runes here.
Runes.
Is that clean water?
Sarah, when you move up, you
They're
get a better
behind the water, right there.
you get a better look at this, and Scout points out the runes that seem to be kind of flowing just behind this water, and you recognize it. It's very, very low level divine magic, but it is a blessing on the water.
Yes.
And they don't make these fonts anymore. This is for free-flowing cure magic. It's meant to mend wounds, to lighten the burden of life.
This.
That's better than clean water.
That's exactly this. This is no mere clean water. This is divine water from the gods. It is healing in nature.
Affirmative. From Anatar.
Yes. Where's Charlie?
Splash some on Charlie.
Yes,
Yeah,
perhaps.
you-
I actually, yes. If possible, I would have tried to carry Charlie.
Sure. Give me a strength check.
I feel like
I'm
we
ju-
need to get Tristan like
Nah, I'm
a
just
frog
standing
emote
outside the.
character.
Wait, can I go through this wreckage?
Can
Is
you
this
just
a
put your
hole?
head through, like,
Can
just
I-
your little?
Sure,
just-
give me
can
just click reflex for me. I want to see what your reflex looks like here
He's
as you
like
try to
sucks in.
go through the wall without breaking it further.
Nah, just
Yeah.
Kool-Aid Man through that shit.
Easy.
That's great. That's great. You know that you can squeeze through tighter tunnels. We watched you do so on your way into this descent. So yes, you're able to kind of pull your body in. You hear the plates on the side of your body sort of crush into the rock, but as you do so, you squeeze your large body in through that opening. It's a surprise to many, but you can do it.
Oh yeah.
Perhaps I can pull Charlie to these waters.
You can. A 17 is just fine. Just fine. You're able to drag Charlie. You can't throw him over your shoulder. Dead weight is very, very different than like turgid and or stiff weight. In this case, he's a rotund fella. He might not be very tall, but like I said, he's shaped roughly like Winnie the Pooh. You pull him. There's a dragging as you pull his feet across the soil and the rock flay before it breaks over the doors and you pull him into this area. I'll go ahead and drag his token in. What do you intend to do?
You're doing great, Sweaty. You're doing great, bud. Yeah, ugh. It's really bad.
Yes.
Now, since the swarm has been removed from him, his clothes are burned, tore from a myriad of attacks, bites. The shirt is absolutely destroyed, right? There's zero recovery of that shirt.
Not the shirt.
No, they're good. They're worth a lot.
His body appears as if it was. Imagine if someone took like a bingo dabber and just dabbed over his body hundreds of times in these various bite marks from the scarabs that were just rending away at his flesh.
Good visual. I think that the water properties could at least help cure these bites and these wounds. So I grab a small amount. Perhaps, Scout, perhaps you can help me try to just grab some and pour it on Charlie.
Do I have anything in my thieves' tools that would help with this?
Like maybe a small
Removing
just like a little canteen or something if somebody has
Can I
it.
just suck some up in my mouth and just start spitting it on him?
Sure, of course. You can do that. Cain,
dribbling it?
Do you interrupt them? Like while they're
I'm just gonna go do it while
Okay,
they're talking
I'm
sure.
about it.
trying to do
Scout
this
is gonna
delicately.
lap.
Sarah,
Scout is gonna lap some up.
You kind of start like positioning a water skin here, and you're trying to get some in. You're not really getting a very good angle on this, as Cain just like moves you over and puts his face right down in the font, and you hear like this. You pull some
Right
of it into
next
his
to him,
mouth.
Scout does that too. Scout shoves their nose in there and
Yeah, similarly.
Looks like you guys have got this under control.
Apparently.
Keep it
Well,
up.
we'll go ahead and put it on Charlie.
How do you do this,
Yeah, we'll
Cain?
go-
Scout? What does
It's
this
gonna
go
be
like?
boiling hot.
Scout just-
I'm just.
like dog form vomits water on top of Charlie.
Do you
Sure.
make the water jug sound that dogs make when they're vomiting? It's like, you know what I'm talking about?
Oh God.
I don't know.
Your whole body convulses.
going to dribble it down my chin, and it's going to go into my beard, and then like kind of shake it a little bit, and then AOE the wounds of the body with like sprinkles of it.
Oh, nasty.
It's
nasty.
fine. It's curing water.
Okay, all right. Follow me on this one. Cain, you just walked through a tunnel of feces and urine.
Look, I didn't submerge my head under it.
Not wrong. Not wrong.
My head is clean. It's like from waist down, or
It's
however.
like 3.5 feet.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. Sure.
Not- Yeah, I know not to put feces hands in the wounds.
Sure.
I mean, come on.
You orally water sprinkler Charlie's body here. Because I can't picture you doing this any other way as it dribbles down your beard. And it marks some of the wounds. You don't, like, it's just a mouthful, so it's not going to cover him, right? You don't,
I'll go
you don't have
back
a
for
gallon
more.
jug of maw. This is, you can go back and see, and Sarah, you can tell, like, every time they get a mouthful, they're taking more and more away, and less of the stream is starting to flow.
Okay.
The flow of the stream comes to just a few drips at first, and then it dries up. Your best guess is it was the equivalent of like maybe 3 potion uses. Would you stop them before he takes all of it?
Yes, I would. I'd be like, hold on. Don't take any more.
All right.
And
We wouldn't
so,
want to make anyone angry.
and so it seems like this didn't work, is what you're saying.
It's not having
I
as
think
much
they probably should
effect.
Drink it.
It's not having as much effect as you thought it would. You realize most of the time curative magic like this, potion-wise, it must be ingested. Who's to say that it has zero effect on an open wound, but functionally it must be ingested. So yeah, I'll say thematically, rule of cool, it does have effect, just not as much as if it were drink.
Okay, well, I'm going to go back to my original plan and try to put this in a water skin and try to have him drink some of it, because I don't think that's quite working. So I assume, I think I might have one in my adventurers pack. So I'm just gonna dump out my water.
Sure.
And just put some of this in it and then give it to Charlie.
Sure enough. It takes a moment for you to do so, but you're able to get most of this into the remainder of this water skin. You bring it over to Charlie's limp body. You've kind of set him up at this point against the back of a pew, and where he sits, his body shows the wear, right? On top of the blood now, it's wet with this curative magic potion that has been sort of spittled over the top of him. And you start to dump this water skin into his mouth. You can roll it if you'd like to, or I can roll it. It's just going to be a D8 plus 1.
Yeah, let's just... plus 1, so 4.
Okay. Sera, it takes a moment where before it wasn't so visual. It wasn't something that was so clean and clear, but after you kind of force him to take this down, his body, it starts to show some of the wounds seal over. Not as well as if you had actually used legitimate magic. You're not sure. This is probably one of the first times that you've actually seen healing magic used that will also seal the wounds. You're not sure if it's because Anatar's magic was different, and it was because he was of the Forge. Your magic has not done this. The wounds will always stay open, but they seem to mend over time. In this case, some of his wounds visibly seal before you.
Is that normal? Does that usually happen?
Not from my experience, no.
Seeing this frogman's freaky.
Perhaps it is the source of the deity. They are, and they are a god of Warforged, right? Or something, or no, not of artificers and stuff. So perhaps it's just a different type of divine source from what I'm used to. They might be something that works better on somebody like Scout or something. I don't know.
That water's haunted. I ain't touching it.
It is blessed. So yes, we shouldn't touch it.
What's the difference?
We should only use it unless for very specific purposes, like trying to help Charlie. And I'm going to check Charlie's vitals at this point and see if he will survive this, basically.
Okay. Give me a heal check, please.
11.
Sera, you think based off of what you see right now, he's breathing. The breaths are slightly shallow. He's breathing.
Okay.
The wounds have mostly sealed over, though he honestly could use physically being bathed. You don't really know what those scarabs carried with them, if they left anything in the wounds themselves. This is not the time, it's not the place, nor is the facility immediately available. But this goes for all of you. You know that if you don't want to contract something, you're going to need to find a way out of here relatively sooner than later. You've all taken wounds of some degree. Some more than others.
I haven't been touched.
Same.
Well, the good news is he's alive, but it could still be very severe for him. Could be bad for all of us. We need to we need to get what we need and get out of here as quickly as possible. I don't think we should stop to rest. I think we should press forward.
Oh no, we need to rest.
Sera, you peer over at everyone, and it's a little difficult to see out of Ivan just because of his form. But everyone seems worse for wear.
We have to rest. We don't.
Yes.
We're not ready. Scout can keep watch. I've got good hearing. Got a giant
Yes.
frog for a little while
Watch.
longer, right?
Sure. I just think the longer we stay here, the worse off we are, the worse off Charlie is. So
I don't disagree. But I think we should try to regroup physically, so we don't get killed by whatever comes next. Potentially, I mean, it could go well, but
I suppose.
our luck hasn't been too great.
Scout retreats to the opening of the door, and if I'm incorrect in saying so, please stop me, but it appears as if Scout goes into sentry/scouting mode.
Yeah. Overwatch mode. You're just kind of like scouting.
Cain,
Scout, if you see literally anything that isn't us, you gotta wake me up.
Wake up. There's many things that are not you.
Okay. Anything alive? Can somebody help me out? Anything alive that
Aggressive.
Yeah, anything coming towards us? Yeah, alive, aggressive. Any creatures? I guess would be right. There's nothing left alive.
Should
Yes.
There's nothing left alive.
Should we not still take a shifts?
I mean, we can.
I think we can, yes.
I'll like nuzzle up in this hole with my head facing outwards, but then I'll like lay down like I'm gonna go to sleep. So if anybody tries to get through this hole,
That's
they're
wise.
gonna bump into me.
Okay,
That's great.
I like that.
All right.
That's adorable. So we just
So-
see a big frog booty.
Yeah.
Cain, you're mysteriously uninjured for some reason. Do you want to help out with first or second watch? Is that what you're
Fine with that,
suggesting?
as long as I can recover my magic.
I will
Okay.
take the watch after that.
So do you want to divide it into 3 watches then, so that everybody gets a full rest?
I think that's fair.
Okay.
Yeah.
Scout, are you taking
I just
first
need a
watch
little
then?
cat nap.
I think Scott will watch the entire time.
Okay.
Or do I need to rest?
No, you don't need to rest.
Okay.
You'll need some time after everybody wakes up so that you can commit to focusing on your spells, right? It's the druid equivalent of spell
Yeah.
return.
A little meditation.
Okay, so I see Scout going constantly, but aptly taking a first watch. Second watch, is that going to Cain or is that going to Sera?
Sounded like they wanted me to do it.
Yeah, Cain.
Okay, Cain's second
Because
watch.
they trust me so much, they want me to go to watch first. You know?
and
They
Sure.
feel the safest that way.
third watch
Yeah, we have a lot of faith in you,
I
just
will
like
take
you and us.
goes to
The
Sera.
third watch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does Ivan take opportunity here to pass out, or does Ivan go immediately into watch mode as well?
He passes out. He's just
passes
using
out.
himself
Yeah.
as they
As a-
can't really get through the hole, hopefully,
Sure.
without.
I'm
touching him.
100% behind. I'm in between Ivan and the door as humanly possible, curled up asleep.
Okay.
Wow, he likes the cuddle.
Not touching, because poison,
Because, yeah, I gotcha. Sure.
But you wish you were.
but hiding. I didn't say that. Don't put words in my mouth.
I did not say it either. Okay. All right. So, let's see here. So you guys divided into 3 watches, so that's going to lower your implicated encounter table. So I'm going to keep it to a 10% range. So let's go with 91 to 100. This is for Scout.
All right, what am I rolling? Oh, you did the roll.
Yeah. I'm hitting the
So
encounter
wanna-
table for this.
Well, high or
He's
low
doing-
in
he's
this?
doing the 10%.
And you know what? We can leave it to you guys. Second watch, Cobalt, choose your 10% range.
50 to 60.
So 5160.
Nice.
Sera, 10% range.
80 to 90.
So 81 to 90. Got it.
Oh,
Of course, it's on Sarah's watch.
damn it.
Hey, you're the one
I'm
who didn't want to
watching too,
rest,
though.
so have a nice time.
God. Oh, can it be
The bugs?
him? Perhaps it will be him.
Here's a little crittering in the night.
The excitement.
You how? What is
Another
that
swarm of
sound, man?
beetles.
Let's investigate.
Oh my god.
I kind of like the idea that Scout has to look to see if they see something, and it's just Sera and Hale.
What is Scout's first lookout? Like what does this look like as you're watching? Is it just like the head sort of rotating, watching everything?
I think Scout for all the watches will probably do a perimeter, like just be kind of like walking around the perimeter,
Okay.
like a little hound dog.
I got
I'm
you.
in hound dog mode.
All right, what does Cain's watch look like?
Thing was squeak.
He's sitting there, meditating. He can't see too far off, so he's mostly just trying to listen
Gotcha.
for anything abnormal that's not cavish-like sounds that he would recognize, or scuttling that's coming close, or anything like that.
Okay.
Cain knows his scuttling.
Yep. Centipedes, man.
That's
Getcha.
good dinner.
And Sera,
Prime up.
what does your watch look like?
I think Sarah's just by the entrance, kind of guarding it as Scout is doing a whole circumnavigation. Sarah's just kind of at the front.
Can I actually be like in a falcon mode? Is there enough space for me to like fly? Like if I was to
There is, yeah.
land on the top?
Yeah,
okay, I
there
think that's what I would be instead.
Okay.
Perched.
Starts
Yeah,
with what we see for Scout is the Greyhound maneuvering about, but after a while, for convenience sake, we see the Falcon sweeping between.
Yeah, whenever there's other people watching, I just falcon on top.
Okay. Cain, nothing occurs. Nothing at all occurs for you. You're just sitting there, you're maintaining your meditation. Everything looks safe. Everything looks as good as can be. Nothing also happens here for Scout's watch. Scout, as the longer that night goes on, you're peering out into the depths of this area around, and you're getting a better layout. Every time a drop of water hits, a pebble falls, you're getting the mental map, the layout of the region, this whole area. And you feel that there are some stone structures that are intermittently like busted down and broken. But as the night wanes on and Cain retires, Sera stands so that she can take her watch. You see her below, stoic and waiting. You're certain, Scout, that there is at least a single structure that maintains its perfect symmetry by design. And as your eyes focus and sharpen in your falcon mode, you can see the symbol of House Cannith. It's emblazoned on the doors of this building. It's far out. Now, Tracy, as
This
Sera,
building?
you can hear every time Scout takes to flight. It is brief, but you can catch that clipping noise of the metal wings
Right.
before inevitably you hear the talons grace the roof again.
Mm-hmm.
What does Scout do?
Is it this house that I'm seeing? That's the symbol on?
I'm going to drag your detection.
Okay.
For you, my friend, it is right there.
Okay. I think Scout is gonna look around. Do I see any enemies? Any creatures that might be Enemy targets?
No.
Okay. Scout is going to fly closer.
Okay, perfect. All right. So, Sera, where you're following this, there's a rhythm to it. It's almost like you've counted. It's been happening probably every 30 or so seconds. Scout has the math of observation down. But then you notice that something breaks that rhythm. You listen. 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds goes by. You didn't hear Scout. You glance up and you watch. You didn't see the flash of the body. Do you call out?
Scout?
There is no
Everything-
response.
Everything all right? Sarah's gonna like look around the house, like do a bit of peeking around. She doesn't want to go too far off from the house, but she is gonna just take a quick look around.
Sure.
Can I try to wake up when she says scout?
It's going to be difficult. It's going to require a perception check from you. But whatever you roll, we subtract 10 because you're asleep.
Oof.
I mean,
Okay.
my head's sticking out of the fucking door, so I'll probably roll as well.
Sure, you can try. It's
So
difficult.
perception minus 10.
Yeah, so click perception, then we subtract 10.
How about that?
That's pretty good. Wow, my God. Jesus. All right, so
15 and a 14, even while asleep. That's pretty good.
that's disgusting. Yeah, that's disgusting. Yeah, it's Ivan, it's the lack of sound that's happening here that distorts your rest. You're already on edge as is. You're not sure how long it's been, but you can hear Sera as she walks the length of the building. Scout? Scout. And that shakes. That shakes you. It stirs you just enough awake. And Anju, with the movement of Ivan's body, it also alerts you the second time you hear Scout as well. You both stir to wake. Cobalt, you can try to wake up here if you'd like to. It's a perception.
I'll try, but
Old man been sleepy for a while.
I'm sleeping under the door that fell down.
Nice blankie.
Yeah. Keeps
Big
stuff
8.
falling on me.
Cain will
Huge
not wake
8.
up.
Yeah, I would like to shimmy my way out of the door. Out of my hole.
Okay.
Oh.
You hear the sound of the stones under the body sort of shifting and moving.
Sorry, Ivan, if I woke you. Oh, and Anju, I guess. Sorry, I was trying not to be too loud. But I was just. Scout was here patrolling in their bird form, and I don't know where they went.
Something's off.
Yes, I don't want to trail too far away. Maybe you
If
go out,
I
Ivan.
if I wake up the old man, will everybody have rested at this point?
Yeah, I mean, we slept for 2 shifts.
It's 2 shifts, which because you guys split, it's going to be 6 hours. You know, for Ivan needs at least another hour before quote unquote daylight and his inevitable return back.
But is it considered at least a long rest?
A long rest is 8 hours.
Dang.
Man,
Why you gotta make me metagame, bub? I asked too many questions.
I don't get too many long.
How do
rests
you
these days.
like initiate a rest on your character sheet?
You reset things. In this case, so what it looks like for a non-spellcaster is you're going to gain, most of the time, this is a house rule of mine, and this matters the most at early levels. You, instead of gaining your constitution bonus back in hit points, you gain your constitution score back as hit points. So whereas on some days you'll gain like 2 or 3, you gain 12, 13, 14, whatever your constitution score is. That matters now. But later, when there's the prescience of knowing that you don't really get much in the way of full rests, those precious few hit points do matter.
Well, you get spells. So you don't get your spells if you don't get your rest.
Damn it. Well, I'm up.
I mean,
Well,
you can go back if you
we
wish
can-
to.
We can just
Absolutely
take a quick look for Scout, and then when we find them, go back to sleep.
Yes.
Simple as
Well,
that. Yes.
Our camera
So-
turns. It's going to move here before the next plotted plans. Scout, you've skulked away under the cover of darkness. You have near perfect vision. You have almost a blueprint-like layout of this entire area. And there is definitely a structure before you. What stands before you is a House Cannith foundry. You have no doubts. The doors, iron and tight. What would you like to do?
Scout kind of lands and like hops around, like a little bird, and will kind of just cock their head and is looking to see what the door looks like. Does it look like it has a lock that could be unlocked? Does it look magical?
Is a
What's happening
large
here?
bi-split door, so two very, very large doors, like 12 feet tall, split straight down the center. There is no handles, no doorknobs, nothing to that degree or nature, where you can see the pre-Galifar House Cannith symbol mapped right down the middle on the left and right side of the doors.
Well, last time there was a situation like this, I just took out the book. So Scout will, like, under their feathers, pull with their beak, pull out the book and see if the book glows again or something.
It does not.
Okay. Puts the book back. And just hops a little closer to look at the lock situation.
Sure, give me perception, please. There
24.
doesn't appear to be a lock.
There's no lock. It's just two doors.
Yeah,
No knobs. Doesn't look like there's a way to open the door at all.
not as far as you can tell, no.
All right. Scout will fly off to, like, the sides of it, see if there's anything else that's strange.
Sure. Before you take flight, with you as close as you are to these doors at this point, inspecting them for what they're worth, you realize it's not iron. It's not a metal that you're immediately familiar with. You have seen it before. You've heard about the value of this metal. It's adamantine. It is hundreds of pounds of adamantine in a door. You may not have an immediate concept of money or the purpose thereof, but these would be incredibly valuable to just about anyone. Good luck getting them out anywhere, but you know that.
All right, Ivan, we got 1 hour to get these doors out of here.
You take to flight. You start hitting the perimeter of the building. There are no windows. There's only a singular entry. As you go up higher and higher on the building, you notice that there is, in fact, a cracked ceiling. Large enough that a person could get through. Definitely large enough for a falcon.
I'm guessing this
Yes.
hole. Scout will kind of land on the edge there and, like, be stealthy as they can, and kind of, like, listen in, see if they hear anything or see anything.
Give me a stealth.
Their eyes
please.
just kind of, yeah. I think I have to roll this kind of weirdly. I'm in Falcon mode and there's no stealth.
Huge.
22.
Huge. Okay. You've moved up to the top as you're standing over here on this building. You're kind of glancing in, taking in for what it's worth. And this place appears, unlike the rest of this dilapidated and decayed, destructed area. Everything seems remotely still intact, with an exception to the gaping hole in the roof. There's a table, 4 chairs. There appears to be some sort of chessboard or the equivalent thereof. A myriad of working tools designed for rough hands. You see that there are a few beds, some chest of drawers, and it looks as if someone had a throne of sorts that they had a few too many drinks next to. As your eyes adjust and you peer deeper into the forge, you're certain, though they have not moved, that there are two sizable hounds. They make you look very, very small.
Okay. Are they like Warforged hounds or like actual hounds?
They're Warforged hounds.
Hmm. Are they doing anything, or are they just kind of staying very still?
Where they lie, their eyes are open, and they're stuck in survey/observation mode. Red beams of light scan the surroundings.
Okay. It's almost like as soon as Scout sees that, they immediately go into their programming and like they were told by Anju to go wake him up if she saw anything that was coming towards them, but they're not coming towards them. But they could potentially be a threat, right? Is that what I'm gauging?
Yeah. They could be a threat. They could be, but as much as you're a threat.
That's interesting. I'm gonna roll a personal. No, I'm scared. Okay. I was like, if I rolled high on that will save, I'd be like, oh, they're friends, but they're not. From Scout's perspective. So Scout is going to fly back up.
You take the flight.
Back over.
Your wooden and metal wings flap back down. When you come back at this point, it's roughly...
glide from the top, so they try to make less noise.
It's roughly at this point that you can see that Ivan is scaling his body through the side of the wall. His body is contorted in such a way that you can hear the dragging sound of his plates on the side, cusping the walls as he's being birthed back out into the world.
A great word. Awesome. Yeah.
I will land on Ivan's head as I like glide down.
Scout is before you.
We must wake Anju.
Anju's just sitting, nodding, about to fall back asleep, like nodding off. Like
Scout hops down,
wakes up,
and then
Scout, it's at this point that you overhear Sera calling out. We have to find Scout. Scout's not here.
I'm here.
Oh,
Anju.
found the little one.
Scout, where did you go?
I found a building. There are creatures inside.
What kind of creatures?
They are Warforged. Hounds.
Oh,
Different than me. Much bigger.
great. Okay. Well,
They
did
were
they
in
see you?
surveying mode. I do not think they saw me.
Okay, that's good. Thank
But
you.
there are very big doors
Okay.
made out of adamantine. Very strong.
Do I know what
No
that is?
lock.
Is that
No
is that
handle.
universe wide, or is that
What's that?
Is that
Adamantine?
do I know what?
Yeah, you know what adamantine is. You know, it's rare. It's also incredibly expensive, and it's not something that commoners usually get access to, not in their entire lives.
No locks. Where were the? How did you see the
Negative.
hounds?
I flew. There's a hole in the ceiling.
Okay. That seems important, huh, team?
Yeah. Yes.
They were laying down in front of a forge.
Okay. And you said there were two of them?
Affirmative.
Okay. This does seem of importance.
Cain's still passed out.
Yes.
So
and
is
I do
Charlie.
think we need our rest. So I don't know if we should investigate this right now. Perhaps we continue to rest through the night and check it out in the morning.
A lovely
But what if
idea.
there's something important inside?
Well,
Got a little time.
do you want to keep watch over that area, Scout, then, and see if any strange activity or behavior comes from there. It didn't seem too far away, so if there's something bad, you can at least fly back and report to us.
I can do that.
Okay, so at least keep an eye on it. And the rest of us who need our good old 8 hours will get the rest of our sleep.
Scout, try your best not to be seen. Priority number 1. Don't get
Yes.
spotted.
Yes.
I will
Yes,
try
sir.
my best.
Do not be observed.
Yes.
Scout will. Is
Gotta
there
spell it
a
out for the
place
kids
where I can get a
sometimes.
good vantage point, or is the best
Oh.
place still on top of like the corner of this chapel?
Well, you know that the building that you were just at is actually taller than the temple that everybody else is stationed in.
Okay. Let's see. Would Scout be tempted? I think they would be.
Okay.
Against their better judgment.
There's a lot of fucking Scout solo play going on right now.
No, right?
While you sleep.
Yeah.
Hi, Scout. I think Scout will fly over and just kind of like sneakily stealth again. We'll try to, and keep an eye on the building
Sure.
and like listen to see if they hear anything.
So you take flight back to the edge of the building, maintaining what you believe is a hidden spot in such a way that you will not be discovered. Can I please get a stealth? New stealth.
All right. I rolled so well on the other one. I'm worried that this is going to be a bad stealth.
You have a luck reroll.
Oh, thank you, chat. 21.
It's pretty
Ooh.
good. Do you want to keep it?
Yeah, I'm afraid I will roll less than that.
Sure.
18's pretty good in my
And
book.
an 18 is solid. Yeah, it's pretty great roll. You take flight to the side of the building, and where your feet fall, you dare not move. Does Scout go into observation mode?
Yeah, I think so. You just see like their little falcon head spinning around very quietly and slowly.
That really makes the not moving part rather difficult.
Oh, I see. Can they just move their eyes? Wing?
Yeah, that just means that you're going to get the frontal view. You're not going to get the entire... If you're okay with that, then I'm okay with that too.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. The vision and the listening is in the hole.
Okay. Sure, I'm... What a statement. Okay. Does everybody else just go back to sleep then? Do we see Sera maintain their watch, the finish out? You've got about an hour at this point.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't have to tell Anju twice.
Yeah, Ivan would probably not even care about like trying to shimmy back in the hole and just kind of just sit right here and flop completely upside down, just all four in the
Perfect.
sky.
Okay.
The perfect cover. For me.
Sarah, do you scout the building again, or do you find yourself just kind of waiting at the door?
I would kind of just stay at the door, I think.
Sure. Okay. Can I want 2 perceptions, please, from Scout.
Perception 1. 16.
Okay.
I have a plus 14 to this roll, so that was a bad roll.
That's a horrible roll.
32 for the
What?
second one.
Fuck.
Is
Jesus.
that even
Is this the Sentinel mode has
that's-
that?
that's Hawk.
It's
This is
because
Hawk
I'm in
form.
that's
my
Hawk.
falcon form.
Yeah.
Hawk form plus
Wow.
observation.
God.
Their awareness is astounding. They just have
I have
0
4
combat
HP
ability.
though,
Yeah.
so
Little squishy.
yeah.
Smart though.
You're certain that you're maintaining perfect vision. You're looking for even a slight pebble fall. You're listening to a gasp of wind that could move betwixt the stones or against any surface. When something startles you, Scout, you hear a voice right next to you. How is she doing? Do you turn,
Do I
Scout?
recognize the voice?
You do. You do. You've heard him at least 2 separate times.
Are they talking to me?
Yes.
How hot is he right now?
Roll, roll for house. Sexy.
Roll for his shirt being on or off?
I think, yeah, Scott will turn towards the voice.
You've only been moments into your perception here, into your watch. And you are certain that nobody would have crept by. When your head turns, there's Hal. He's sitting next to you. One leg draped off the building, the other knee up. His hands back before him. He's resting his weight on his palms. So, how's she doing?
It is you again. I heard you a few times.
Did you?
Affirmative.
Well, at least someone heard me coming.
Scout has learned a lot.
Is she faring down here?
Who is she?
Sera.
There it is.
Affirmative. She has been very helpful. Although, she did fall to the ground in the sewer.
I saw.
Charlie healed her, though.
Good. That's good to know. Has he been more useful?
Affirmative. He knows a lot of things.
Peculiar how he wound up here if he knows so much.
How did he end up in a box? I do not know.
Nor do
He's
I.
also missing 2 digits.
I heard that much. My guess is he probably tried to steal from that goblin merchant.
But why would somebody who is a noble need to steal from Shaka Khan?
That's a great question. Maybe he's not a noble. He could also just be a bumbling idiot.
What is bumbling idiot?
Pay close attention to Charlie. Or Cain, for that matter. He might be that as well.
Wow,
I will
fucking
watch them more
shade.
closely.
It's worthwhile. So how long do you intend to stay here and scout?
Until they awaken.
You know, I saw you fly here. I know that you're from House Cannith. You're at least a little curious, aren't you?
How do you know? You are also from... Not House Cannith, no. No, you're from a different house.
Yes, Fjarlan.
You're also curious.
I am.
Are you here for Anju? Or for Sera?
If I said yes, would it make a difference?
I do not know it yet.
I can say that I'm here for both.
In what capacity?
Well, I owe it to a dear friend to look after someone that's important to him.
Ah, the Black Cat.
Yes. It's a funny name. He is rather quite talented, or he was. He's gotten old.
Are they also a baker?
No. You haven't heard of the Black Cat? No, you wouldn't have. The Black Cat is... Well, he's a legendary thief. And
He
a
must
villain.
be reported.
And a villain to most elves. Why was he reported? Or he should be reported?
He should be reported.
Oh, he was. He was. In fact, it's the elves that gave him his name. See, he's hidden some relics. Some things that are very important to the elves. I honestly can't care. Trials and tribulations, part of the job.
What is your job?
Information. Some people would say espionage, as it's part of being House Fjarlan, but It's information.
I am also looking for information.
I figured as much. It doesn't make much
What about
sense to
Sera?
send a Warforged after gold.
I do like shiny things.
I suspect that that's only partially true. So what about Sera?
Yes, why do you inquire about her, how she goes? She goes on 2 feet.
I've seen, yes. And I have to admit that I have some worry for her.
Why do you worry? She is very strong.
She is very strong, which is why I've not decided to help. I don't want to take that from her.
What would you take from her by helping?
Proof in independence, capability.
Should I not help people?
No, you should help people that need help.
Is he not the best?
How do you
God.
decipher whether someone needs help? Don't people need help all the time?
You're right, Scout. People do need help all the time, which is part of the reason that I'm here right now. See, I think you need help.
Yes. There are 2 dogs down there.
That's the least of your concern.
What is the most of my concern?
And the fact that you still haven't seen that 8-foot-tall Warforged standing near that pile of stones.
Oh,
Oh,
Just like, oh yeah.
Did
Oh,
I see it now?
You don't.
that was the cutest, like, most innocent reaction.
Even
Oh.
even with your perception at 32, there is 0 movement, and he points to a pile of
fuck.
stones, and you can't see it.
it looks like a pile of stones.
It does. It does. But you also didn't hear or see me walk up, did you?
Kind of, but not really.
I know.
You are very sneaky.
Oh, I know. It comes with my house. That being said, I assure you, right over there is a Warforged. He's a very, very large blade. And if
Saber.
that's what he's calling himself,
He's looking for me.
is he looking for you?
For all of us?
I don't know. Historically, I found that most Warforged don't like to harm other Warforged.
Interesting. I have been harmed by one before, though. Why would they harm me then?
I don't know. You must have tried hurting them or taking something of importance to them.
Oh, yes. Perhaps that is what I thought I might have done.
Why are you helping them?
Helping?
Yes,
Who?
Sera and the others, why are you helping them?
They were helping me.
Are they now? You lead this brigade then.
I do not know who is the leader. That was never discussed.
So then, your goal, your true goal is in this building below us then?
I do not know.
Well, why don't you go in and look then? I'll keep an eye on your friend across at the stones.
I was told to just look out.
Well, forgive me, Scout, but I think you're failing.
In what capacity?
You didn't hear me and you didn't see him. You
But
could.
neither him nor you have harmed any of us, so
Oh, well. I think he might be waiting for whatever's inside of this building. He's probably expecting you to finish some of the work. And
Interesting.
I have no quarrel with the individual.
I do not either. No quarrels.
Then what would you like to do? Maybe go back and tell your friends?
I think I will wait until the clock turns.
And what do you do, Scout, if he succeeds? If he chops down your friends and he takes this instrument back to whomever he serves? Maybe it's someone else that he represents, or perhaps he actually is an agent of the Lord of Blades.
I suppose it will depend on what happens.
How do you stand with the Lord of Blades?
I do not know. I stand where I stand now, just as I stood before.
You don't know the Lord of Blades? You don't know his story?
I know of them.
What do you know?
Mm,
At this point, he kind of like leans forward. He's actually very interested in what you happen to know.
I'm not really sure what you're looking for.
You're a Warforged, and there is an agent, potentially, of the Lord of Blades in front of you that may slay your friends. Will you join him, or will you run?
Well, I would help my friends. I see the Lord of Blades and all their agents as my foes.
What if the Lord of Blades is right?
I did not consider this. Right in what way?
Well, the Warforged were designed for War, Scout. They were meant
That is
as
what everyone keeps saying.
weapons, right? So,
I am not a weapon, and I am a Warforged.
you've never attacked anyone or anything?
I have. But not because I want to, or because I was programmed to want to.
But you were prompted to do so because you made a choice.
To defend, to protect.
What do you think the Lord of Blades is doing?
I do not know.
See, I have reason to think here, that he's scared for his people.
Why would he be scared?
Most of humanity wants the Warforged to be destroyed, to be dead. That would even include you.
It is true. Many want harm towards me.
But don't you have a soul? And he like taps on your wooden head. You've got a soul in there, don't you?
I do not know. What is the soul you speak of?
Now that is philosophy far beyond myself. That's not for me to
And how
decide.
do you know I have a soul? Or
Well-
that you have a soul?
Because I'm still alive.
I am also alive.
Then you have a soul.
Then I suppose everything that is alive has a soul.
Then what do you think it means when the leader of the Warforged are doing everything in their power to protect their people? Is that noble? Is he to be feared?
I suppose it depends. Have they tried all other options? There are many ways to deal with controversy, with anger, with bad situations. Like
Scout.
diplomacy.
I think you have a
I am
very
not programmed to do that well.
I think you have a very tumultuous road in front of you. One that is going to test your patience and show you friend and ally from villain and enemy. And some of those lines might be crossed, where you'll find that some of your allies are actually your enemies. Just be prepared to look out for those that look out for you.
I will do so. Why are you giving me this advice?
Because because all of the others have been lying to you most of the time. I've been here the entire time.
In what way?
I've been I scaled down that massive tunnel leading from the surface here about lying and telling the truth and twisting, and that's a dark web.
How do I know you're not lying to me?
It's literally
You're
my
sneaking
job.
around in the night.
It's literally my job. You don't know if I'm lying to you.
Exactly.
That being said, I made myself known. I'm here right now, am I not? I'm not a figment of your imagination.
Yes, but for what purpose?
I told you I wanted to know how Sera was doing. That much, and he puts his hand up. Promise.
Sense motive?
Sure.
Is that
It's gonna be
that is that with? Because I
Will.
have a weird creature right now. What's wisdom?
yes.
I'm not as good at this in this form. Oh, and it shows 8.
You want to reroll?
No, I'm cool with it.
He seems earnest. I don't want to make myself known, Scout. I just want to see her successful on her own. And if I can move a stone in the right way so that she can be successful without me patting her on the back the entire way, then she'll feel as if she's earned it on her own.
I thought you were upset with her. You got 2 rooms. She did not seem happy. She was very sad. But I made her happy. We played fetch.
Yes. You're not wrong on any of those fronts. We did get separate rooms. And I was angry with her. But I care. I don't want to see her hurt. Even if she made me mad or frustrated me.
These emotions you all feel are very interesting. You are mad, but you still care.
I think that these are
But if
emotions.
you're mad, then why would you care?
It's because I care that I'm mad. If I didn't care, then I would have thrown it all away. And by it, I mean most of the lives that I've come across. You have to choose the path
Okay.
that you walk. You can't simply do it just because someone makes a demand. So be careful
But
with this
what if you
creator
have
of
a
yours.
mission? A quest?
Well, what's your reward?
Exactly. Wouldn't you want your reward? So you'd want to complete your mission?
Depends on the reward.
But any reward is, well, good.
So what if your creator told you that you had to kill Sera?
I would not want to do that.
Would you have to weigh the weight of the reward, or would you simply do it just because the creator asked?
I do not know.
You should think about that.
I will think about this.
And Scout just sits quietly and will not say anything until he says something else. Like Scout's really thinking about it.
I won't be here much longer, or at least in your immediate sight. I need to stay in such a way that I can still watch Anju and Sera. I have to make sure that he makes it out of here. Even if he is
What if they
unconscious
do
and
not?
bleeding. What's that?
What if they do not?
Then well, I will have failed my mission.
It smash cuts to me
no.
like running in place while I'm asleep.
Failing a mission is very, 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 very bad.
It can be, but this time, I don't want to let down my friend. I try not to let down my house, but sometimes you have to rewrite the story. But I won't let down my friend. Besides,
You are friends.
Anju's still just a kid. He'll figure it out.
He's a very big kid.
He is, yes. But when you get as old as I do, time is relative. I think that you might live as
Okay.
long as well. You don't age like the others.
It is true.
That's something else you have to be very careful about,
Why is that?
because all of your friends will unfortunately die.
Oh,
You'll outlive them, Scout. That's why you really have to weigh your mission here. Is it worthwhile to serve the Creator, or is it more important and valuable to serve yourself?
Scout is quiet again.
You'll figure it out. And he, like,
You
taps,
hear like little
taps the roof
whirring.
next to you. And he stands. He takes a few steps back, and he visibly disappears into the darkness. You have perfect vision.
Got
and
some
his
kind
body-
of like invisibility or something.
Just like poofs out of existence.
Scout watches is kind of like impressed, but also a little scared, I think. And goes back into Overwatch mode, but I think is a little distracted now. Because that was a lot, like, of things that Scout
Yeah.
never has ever thought about in their life.
New beat
Scout's
boop
just like-
unlocked.
Yeah.
You know the thing with all the numbers and stuff? Like, that's Scout right now.
Scout typically has, I'm guessing, a lot of like binary choices here. It's usually analog yes or
Yeah,
no
it's
in
like-
a lot of ways.
This thing happened, go down that path. If
Yeah.
this happened, you go down this path. Now they're like, you want, but this is relying on that. What?
All right, guys, we're going to take just a quick break before we come in and we finish this game. So we'll be right back in a moment. Give us a $5, and well, we'll see you in just a
Before we all
moment.
die.
Hopefully.
Hopefully not.
Hopefully.
Hopefully not.
What?
Be back in a second, guys. Hello, everybody. We're back from our break. Hopefully, you guys were able to move off, do whatever you got to do, your bios, grab some popcorn, and all that jazz. We are here to return to round out the end of this game. An hour
Scout's having like an existential crisis.
or so has passed since the conversation. Everybody will have reached the point of full rest, of meditation, whatever it is they have to do to gain their spells, their health back. You're good.
Yay.
Scout, would you like to dip back to everybody else? Sarah, would you wait for Scout to come back, or are you going to wake everybody else up?
I would wake everybody up if Scout didn't come back, like right when the sunrise, bright and early, everybody, wake up, it's time to go. But if Scout happens to come back earlier, then yeah.
I would love to come back a little earlier and have a little chat with my lady Sera friend.
Go
if
for it.
possible.
Go for it.
Scout is also gonna go Scout's gonna go this direction. Scout is afraid of whatever that is there. Just FYI. They're flying on
Okay.
this side.
All right.
The pile of
Does
rocks.
not want to Scout will land up here.
Sarah,
Scout, you're back. Everything all good?
are you good? Are you going well?
Am I going well? Yes, I am fine. Thanks for checking.
You're welcome.
You're was there anything strange or peculiar that happened?
There were quite a few strange and peculiar things that happened.
Oh?
Yes,
Do you want to report them?
must they be reported?
Not necessarily. If you find them to be suspicious or concerning, and the rest of the group and myself should know, you can absolutely report them. If it's things like a twig moved strangely, then no, I don't really think that needs to be reported.
It is not like a twig. I am a little suspicious, but I think it is a good thing.
You are suspicious of.
Scout will. Can I land on her shoulder?
If Sera
Am I
lets
small
you.
enough or am I too big?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, I would.
Scout will land on your shoulder.
Okay.
I saw hell.
Oh, that's impossible, Scout. I don't know how you could. What are you talking about? Were you dreaming or something? Do you,
No, I did not dream. What is dreaming?
when they're all in there resting right now, they usually go into a state of seeing things in their mind.
Sera
I
points
do not
back.
need to rest or sleep.
And where you
Right.
point to everybody, you can see that everybody is in some either form of rest or meditative state. You glance back and you can actually see that the frog, the giant toad ass, is gone.
Am I naked again?
You are naked again, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't look
Ugh,
that
sleeping
way.
on my back too. This ain't good.
Don't look that way, Scout.
This ain't-
Cover the falcon's eyes.
Okay, you saw Hal. What a coincidence.
I thought so too. I thought I heard him a few times.
Scout, can I get a sense motive?
Sure.
Tracy's poker face is lackluster here.
Sera is
21.
This is Tracy.
You get a feeling here. Let's see what Tracy. Are you gonna try to bluff? Like what? No way.
Yeah. No way. I rolled
Scout.
11.
This is like reading people like this is not a skill you're proficient at, but you don't get this image. You don't think that Sarah's being absolutely truthful with you.
You knew he was here.
I didn't. Yes, I did. I cannot lie to you, Scout. I did know he was here, but he
You
is.
must care about him too. You are angry, but you care about each other. That seems very strange.
Sometimes when people care about each other, that can happen. You sometimes are very passionate about the person, and that can make you a wide range of emotions: anger, sadness, love, rage. I don't know why I keep going for the negative terms, but
I do not know either.
we had some things, but we are we care about each other, and he's
What
here.
kind of things?
Well, because I kind of compromised his mission previously. I feel bad about that, but he doesn't.
Why would you do such a thing? A mission is so important. If you fail a mission, it is very, 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 very bad.
Yes,
Cain,
and
Ivan, Anju, please give me perceptions. I just want to see if you guys are gonna wake up.
I just want to hear the guilt trip from the kid.
What the fuck?
I think I might wake up.
I'm a cat, bro.
Yeah, you
I'm
guys
outside.
are Ivan. Yeah, you not only do you wake up, but you become alert enough to realize that there is conversation, even if in hushed
You don't
tones.
think I would feel the wind on my bits as
You know,
Scout flies
Oh,
by
we
and
are underground.
gusts?
I didn't think of that actually. Yeah, you probably like it's a slight breeze
Yeah, as the
brushing over the
breeze
navel.
rolls by.
Well, Scout went the other way this time.
Butterfly wings and all that. You know.
Scout will kind of like lean in quieter after you're like fumbling to explain why.
Do you think the Lord of Blades is right?
I'm not sure, but I have my concerns.
Am I hearing all this?
I don't think you're not hearing it. They've not gone out of their way to try to hush the tones.
So I guess I'm awake now and I'm coming around the corner naked. You okay? Lord of Blades?
Affirmative.
Yeah, I've
Good
been kind of.
morning.
Hey, does anybody know where my clothes are?
They're in your bag. Charlie was carrying them, but then Charlie
Yeah.
fell down.
Right, perhaps you should put them on before we have any more conversation.
Yeah, hold tight on
What
that
is
Lord of
wrong
Blades
with-
thing.
I do not think you need them.
Thanks.
Listen, there's rules to life. He needs clothes. We can't get it. We just.
All right.
I say, good morning, y'all.
Good morning.
With multiple people talking at this point, Cain, you'll probably start to also rouse at least to alertness.
Are we getting naked?
No,
No.
God, no.
He was
Jesus.
The
just
opposite
putting
of that, old
clothes
man.
on.
He
And
was
everybody
just-
should wash up, not in the fountain in the corner, please. Just, you
That
know.
water's haunted.
You used all
Bless.
the water.
Please be quiet.
Sorry, I think I have a frog in my throat.
Sorry.
There's a really big Warforged that way.
And Scout
Yeah,
will
I-
point their wing out in the direction of this direction.
Are there windows or anything that we can look through to try to see, or do I have to go out there?
You can't. As far as you can tell, there's not really windows here. There's just the fallen doors and the destructed wall. But as you look onward to the other building, unless you have further sight, low light vision might assist you here. You're gonna get sort of like the coin and trappings of the layout of the side of a building, the southwest corner. You can't really make out a lot of the details until you get much closer. But where Scout pointed with the wing to where Warforged might be, you don't see anything other than stones, if you can even see that far at all.
Anyone
You
checked
sure?
on Charlie?
Oh shit, Charlie, you're right.
I literally just took clothes off of his body, and yeah, I didn't do that. Whoops. Fuck. Thought he was good as of last night. Whoops.
I am not 100% certain, but Hal appears to be.
He
But-
appears to be.
That
Alive?
there is a Warforged saber within the
Saber's
pile of
Feeling all
rocks.
right, Scout.
Saber's like right next door, like this entire time,
Affirmative. Affirmative.
and we stayed asleep.
Keep your
Affirmative.
voice down.
We stayed asleep.
I mean,
Affirmative.
wasn't Saber waiting for us? Like, if he was trying to jump us, wouldn't he have done it already?
This is true. He probably
Well-
didn't know we're here.
Hal has a theory for that too. They
Oh, I'd love
believe-
to hear Hal's fucking theory. I'd love to hear it.
I assume you would, since you're friends.
That's right. That's right, Scout. Go on.
Well, it appears that they are waiting for us. They want us to do the work, and then they are probably going to murder us and take it.
So they're waiting for us to find the device, and then they're gonna take it from us, which means that they can't get it.
I am uncertain of that.
So do we take care of them before they take care of us?
I say we just walk in the front fucking door.
The doors.
We have a
are-
bargaining chip. They can't hurt us.
I do not think you can open the door through just simply walking in.
They're very big.
How did you see in?
I went through the roof.
And is there a hole big enough for us?
Affirmative.
I mean, why can't we just go out the front fucking door and yell? I mean, they're gonna hear us if there's a hole. We can just call them the fuck out.
I've
They
got
did not hear me.
got a grappling hook. I've got rope.
There's more than just Saber, though.
I'm
There
just
are
saying
two others.
that apparently we have some sort of leverage. If they're not hurting us and they're waiting for us to get the device, we know something. We have something. We have some capability that they don't.
I
Maybe
see what you're
only-
getting at.
Maybe
Or
only
they
an
are just
organic
lazy.
being can access this device.
You can
House Kenneth
distract him,
kept
and
it.
I'll go in and snatch it.
How's Kenneth used this organic ability maybe to keep it away from the Warforged from being able to take it back, right? Because they made him. They had to have a what is it, contingency.
Contingency.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Maybe the
Why would you need a
Warforged will
contingency?
pay more gold.
Maybe. So okay.
okay.
Sorry, out of game. Some of us know that there are outcast Warforged and non, right? But we
Yes.
haven't talked about that yet. Okay.
Correct.
Sorry.
Okay.
No, you're good. That's fair. We all are coming into this with our own knowledge. Like, I also
Right.
know a lot about stuff that you guys don't know about.
I don't know shit,
know.
which is both relieving and stressful.
You seem groggy over there, Anju.
All this seems starting to feel a little above my pay grade, if I'm being honest.
I'll toss him my water skin. I snuck coffee into there before we left.
Anju has not consumed the normal amount of caffeine that they do.
Yeah, my Anju's
It's cold
eyes
and dirty,
dilate.
but
Yeah, Anju's eyes dilate to bigger than his forehead, and his ears go straight up. Fucking my hero. I always knew I liked you. I just start slamming it.
it's surprisingly tiring even after you wake up from. I've never been that before. But usually just being the smaller guys. Usually the
So what
growing
is our
back thing
strategy?
hurts.
Are we going in through the roof? Or are you going to try the front door? I do not recommend doing the front door. Although
It
your
could-
ladder skills, maybe climbing the roof is not a good idea either.
Didn't Ivan want to
Fair.
confront the Warforged?
Yeah,
I do not think this is a good idea.
I am a person of very little nobility myself, and I think that I can handle diplomacy.
But Warforged are not for diplomacy. They are built for war, is what I was told.
Well, isn't this Lord of Blades, isn't he working for himself now? Like, he's not taking orders from anyone as far as we know.
I do not know the Lord of Blades.
But we think that Saber is working for him.
We believe so. That is what we were told by the lady.
Yeah, so there's some diplomacy to be had here. Where there's leaders and followers, there's a non-violent solution.
Do you believe that maybe the Lord of Blades is right?
I don't know, but he
I'm
might be
s-
able to match her price.
I'm starting to think that the old lady just might be wrong. And we need to hear the other side.
What if he has more gold?
Uh,
I do not have need for gold.
Perhaps.
I kind of meant everybody else, but yeah, I get it.
Well,
You're right.
if they're wrong, we've already sent 2 Warforged to their death.
I mean, what's to stop you guys from not following me and keeping distance? Or one or two of you can come with me and stand next to me and diplomacy with me. But
I mean, if they want,
I think that would be best.
if they're if they're waiting for us to get the thing anyway, what's the difference with grabbing it first and then getting jumped by whomever?
I mean,
Or,
if
you
they
know.
want us to get the device, it maybe not be the device itself, but how to get the device that they can't do.
We could hear him out.
That's all I'm saying. I mean, if we're gonna have to fight them eventually, why not fight them on our own terms?
I am fine with this diplomacy route.
Out of
Bob,
game, I'm
what have
not
you
so
done?
sure.
Look at Bob's face.
I start like cracking my back and doing stretches. Like this is what I get nimble for, and not a fight, but a good
Scout is
fucking
confused,
conversation.
but Scout stretches out their wings and starts trying to stretch too.
All right. Who wants to go with? Sarah?
I am one of the more charismatic ones of our group.
Well
Says
spoken, I would
you.
say. Charismatic. Have you seen Cain?
Yeah, I don't know. Pretty stiff
We
competition.
don't hear you,
from
Bub,
the
if
old
you're
man.
talking to us. Okay.
He knows.
Yes, I will go with you.
Let's just all go. No reason to split up.
I'll back up.
I just think that you should remain in an attempt of being out of sight.
I'll stay on the
So that
back
if
lines.
things go
between...
south, we have an opportune angle of attack.
Yeah, I'll follow behind y'all at a flank. So
I can go and investigate the
Cover.
door then.
I think they're going to be coming out of the door, but
I don't think anybody's coming out of those doors.
I mean-
Scout told me that they're
They're
pretty heavy
made out of
doors.
adamantine.
They're massive,
doesn't mean
apparently.
that they don't have a way of opening.
There are
them.
more Warforged inside. But there is a very big one outside.
I will stay with you then.
Whatever you want, old man.
All right. So there's just the
This
big
is-
one outside, and then there's the two inside. We haven't seen any others.
Negative.
Okay. So we'll approach. We'll go together. If you want to stay to the back, stay to the shadows, stay hidden, that's fine. We will talk, hear them out,
I
perhaps
think she's talking
negotiate.
to you, Hal.
Kid's all right.
God, it's
Yes.
weird how some people find stalkers to be attractive, huh?
Hey, for once in our lives, can we try to sneak? I'm gonna sneak. I'm gonna stealthy
Scout.
stay back, but move with them so I can cover, a side angle.
You keep mentioning Al. Don't mention him anymore.
Right.
Because they might catch on.
You realize
About
we're right
how?
fucking here, right? We're here. You just leaned forward and whispered in the open. That's what I mean. You're well spoken, but god damn the density.
I almost spit over my keyboard.
Hell,
All right, let's fucking go.
Scout is gonna,
Scout, you got to
Slide in
kind of lead the
corner.
way. We don't know exactly where we're going.
yeah. Scout will be on the rock, and then Scout's gonna point this direction.
Let's go. How we doing, bub? We gonna die?
Things aren't looking good, Chief.
What?
Scout is gonna fly this way, but then go away.
We're
The
making
Scout will
good
point at this. Scout's pointing at that.
Scout points
Scout
to
is
a,
not going to go close.
a
to there.
column of
Scout's-
stone.
Yeah, Scout's not
We
going.
can't see. I don't know. I have low light, but
You
I would also like to stealth like Anju.
you will need someone. Yeah, I'm saying you're gonna need someone here that actually has a light source. Did you want to have a light source?
sure.
Got it. I can fix that for you then.
He's carrying a torch towards
Light
it.
up
I
the
think Sera
torches.
and Cain are going with though, right? You guys need to move your characters over here.
yeah, I want to be no light source.
I'm be like,
I am merely preparing for the worst.
You got it, pal. Then I'm gonna take away your light here.
Saber, I've come to bargain.
Oh my god. I'm
God.
so scared for your life.
We should have said.
Okay. All right. You
Bub
yell
was over
out.
there making a voice, so I'm excited to hear what it is.
You yell out to this figure that you've come to know as Saber.
I mean, I haven't seen him, have I?
No, you haven't. And as you say this, a figure from stone. Scout, it starts to split away and move where it emulated what looks like stone. A Warforged walks from the wall where you
How
can
hot
now
are
see
they?
that they're... How hot are they? Well, they don't hold a candle to Hal, but
Uh-huh.
we shall see.
Good old
The others
Hal.
do not immediately see this, but you hear. And what is it you wish to speak to a devotee of the Lord of Blades?
We have come to parlay and understand.
We know what you are seeking, as it seems we are seeking the same thing. Perhaps we can discuss who takes this thing.
Yes, lay down your weapon and come here.
You hear the
And
rustling of stone from the opposite side of this before it breaks in. There is no weapon that I may lay down. You simply ask me to remove my arms.
Yeah, don't listen to him. He's old and out of shape. He's
Yes, a boomer.
Can't take the guns out of the gun show.
You just hear a voice out of like the shadow saying that.
No, I did not say that. Anju's pissing himself. He ain't saying shit.
He thinks he's being cool, but he's just tinkling in the corner. He's like,
I'm marking my territory involuntarily right now.
listen, man, you're very large, intimidating, but why haven't you taken this yourself? Why haven't you gotten what you seek? Why are you waiting for us to do it in order to take it from us?
My goal maintains that I return the objects that Kenneth lay bare, and remove those that seek just that.
Why?
It is my mission.
Do you believe that House Kenneth is wanting to start another war? A war that would threaten your kind?
What I believe matters not. My lord and liege makes this decision.
Then I would like to talk to him.
Yes.
Then you will have to venture into the Mournlands, and I will not be your guide. Seek him at your behest.
Is it true that if you step into the Mournlands as a biological organism that you don't make it very far?
This is true. Or you become one twisted and warped like that of Kyber.
Kyber?
The fallen predator from above.
Sera?
You say you will not be our guide. Why not? Why can we not venture with you if we are to work with you and that whom you serve?
Lord of Blades, you can say it. It's not like some name that starts with a V or something.
Yes. The Lord of Blades. Why would you not be our guide if we are willing to work with you?
It is not my concern where you wish to present yourself and to whom. I simply need the schematic.
Why can you not get the schematic yourself?
Because I am but alone. And I have to ensure that my success is at the highest possible rate. If I am being pursued, I cannot succeed as well for the Lord of Blades.
So the schematic takes multiple people to acquire?
You think it is a risk and liability to go and get it, so you are waiting for people like us to go get it in case we all die.
I'm waiting to remove you from this plane.
Lovely. Well, we are waiting to perhaps find some means for us to work together, hence why we've approached you. We do not see Warforged the way most people see them. We do not see you as lesser or some sort of being that is just created for one purpose. We have a Warforged of our own, and we've seen that they are
Slave.
no,
You
they
have
are
all of your own.
they are a friend. They do not serve us, they're not beholden to us, and they are just as sentient and personable as any of us. And
They're just young and learning like any other child. They might need some guidance. They might need some people around to show them the ways and what is what and what isn't. But no, they're free to come and go and whatever the hell they want. They chose to come on this journey with us. They chose to watch over us last night because we care for them and they care for us.
Warforged. Do not let them speak for you. Is there truth in this matter?
are we your friends, Scout?
Scout will fly down onto Sarah's shoulder again.
It is true. I watched over them.
Then if you wish to survive and watch your breathers walk from here, you will throw down the journal and flee. And this offer will only maintain once.
Wait,
Consider
are you
this a gift from the Lord of Blades.
Listen, man. Like, here's the thing. Like, I think that House Kenneth is doing some stupid, dumb, idiot shit, right? But when you just talk in backwards riddles, we don't go anywhere. We don't get to trust you. This nonsensical intimidation, it doesn't bring us any closer to working together for a common goal. If House Kenneth is as dog shit as you're trying to make them out to be, talk to us. Reason with us. Help us understand.
Let us
If
not
we're-
pretend as that isn't my job. I simply have a singular purpose, as I assume your scout does as well.
I am learning that maybe my purpose is more than just one thing.
Yes, as you all are capable of having more than one purpose. You are clearly sentient enough to think for yourself, to act for yourself.
You
We
said
have a soul.
you said the word slave. All right? Is that correct?
Yes.
Is having a singular purpose that you cannot deviate from not akin to that?
When we are not afforded the same opportunities as you, we fight for our freedoms.
And we want to help you do that.
Yes. We do not want anybody to be enslaved. We do not want war. We can live.
Then
Include someone
strike
to help.
down your forefathers, those that wave torch at us as we pass by, demand our circuitry be flayed open.
That is true.
Your truest aid right now would be to throw down the journal and walk away.
Scout, that is for you and only you to decide.
We have tried to reason and I do not want to see things come poorly for you for sport. But if you do not want to work with us, then there's nothing we can do to help you.
By leaving the journal and leaving from this place, you have chosen to work with me as opposed to direct opposition.
Yeah, but we need to know your motives and your overall goals, not you. but
Yes.
you plural.
We need to journey with you.
Keeping this from the clan of Kenneth is more important than what you wish to see and do.
Is the Lord of Blades' goal bring an end to mankind.
The Lord of Blades seeks only equality for his people.
And how can we trust that?
The same reason you allow a Warforged to walk in your company.
The reason
Scout
that we
serves House Kenneth. The mark is
I
clear
did
to
not
my
serve that.
eyes.
I serve the creator.
If you choose to ignore, then you simply cannot see the seal of House Kenneth. Your maker's mark is enough.
Scott
What
doesn't.
if one does not have a maker's mark?
Then your mark is hidden, but I saw it plainly when you were on that rooftop, speaking with the elf.
Where?
It's at this point that you can see a singular Warforged arm slowly rise out like it's a flag post, sort of ascending and pointing up to the very top side of the building. This arm is a massive wingspan.
I did not mean where was I at, but where was the mark?
There's a pause. It's inside. I see through your wooden plating.
Scout kind of looks down.
Showing you would damage you, and this goes against my directive.
What is your directive?
To see the success of the Lord of Blades' endeavor.
But what do you want to do?
I wish only for freedoms.
What did the elf
But
want?
are you not free if you are only following what they want? I have learned recently that we may not have to follow our mission.
What is your mission?
What is your mission?
I have spoke plainly of it.
That's true.
I
I do not
promise
want to share my mission.
this to you when you can see the rest of my person. The moment I'm revealed, it will likely be your last.
I believe this is a threat.
Please, drop the journal and leave.
Last night you said that you heard an elf talking with Scout. What did you think that his motive is? Since you're obviously more perceptive than the rest of us.
He is a house of Thorani. He represents the agents of deception and murder.
Not everybody is what they are. Their houses make them out to be. Sarah just
That's
nodding.
clear.
Not everybody is who you were born or created to be. Similar to you, Warforged. Just saying. We all make our own paths, is what I'm trying to say.
And my path has led me here to afford you an opportunity to walk away unscathed.
I like that opportunity, but that is not my decision to make.
My superiors would not have granted you this gift.
Scout's gonna kind of start flying up a little bit back behind Sera. Get a little distance from this Warforged.
So be it then. Let us
Scott's
go.
really avoiding that journal question right now.
Let us retrieve the schematic then.
If you leave the journal, I can retrieve the schematic myself. Attempting to pursue further states your own hostilities and intentions.
I look back
Scout
to the
isn't
group.
going to give up the journal.
Scouts.
What'd you say?
That Scout's not going to give up the journal.
Scout, you're usually very curious and open and honest, but you have decided not to reveal your mission to us. Why is that?
Is to here
You cut out there slightly, dear Scout.
to help the creator.
To help the creator.
Affirmative.
So the creator wants this journal of yours. that you
What is the
found.
goal of your creator?
I cannot divulge that.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Another pawn in the game.
Scott, I thought that we had just discussed that we can make our own path.
Affirmative. It doesn't mean that I'm going to do the mission.
I think that if you look inwards inside of your programming, that you might find a soul. And that soul would be yearning you to help out your friends. And your friends are yearning you right now to find your soul. You know?
So,
Hmm?
Hal showed me my soul.
Yes. He did. And Scout, I think there's something to learn from that. The thing that I was telling you earlier about Hal and myself, that sometimes when people care about each other, they do wild things. They go against their objectives, their missions. If
God,
you-
why is this the one question you can't tell us? There's no question that you could ask me right now that I wouldn't answer to you. Because I think that you are a true friend.
Why does your father not love you?
Because I'm only half, in his eyes, half pure blood. My mother is a human. He's an elf.
Hmm.
He doesn't think that I am good enough. And I think that I spend a lot of my life trying to prove it, even though I know that nothing is going to come of it. And that it's not actually something worth pursuing.
Can I just light my torch and reveal myself? Hey,
Yeah.
Scout, I'm trying to get out of here alive. So if you could give the nice man the journal, that would be great for us, I think.
Anju, this isn't a decision
Well,
for
I've
us.
been wrong.
This is a decision for
I have
Scout.
already completed my mission a long time ago. But I have chosen to continue
What was your
because
mission?
I am curious. I want to know the answer.
Oh,
And I do not believe that if I give this book to Saber, that it will be good. If they are willing to harm my friends now, what means that they will not harm them later? He doesn't have nice things to say about you. Saber, say one nice thing about my
Kid's
friends.
got a point.
You have absolute control here. Who walks away? They're
Another
currently
threat.
alive, and this is the best I can say of them.
It's not going to be good enough,
I
big
can
man.
say much more nice things than that.
The nicest I can mutter is that even with the help of your elven friend, you will fail. You have the choice, Scout. If you do not release and relieve yourself of the journal, you have chosen to end the life of your friends.
Unless
But
we
you
can
see-
take them.
If you end the lives of these, what about the lives you'll end if I were to give you the book? Do they not outweigh the number? What is the number of casualties that you suspect will occur from this battle?
I do not know.
You are just like me. You are programmed. You can do math.
The casualty count will be high, and all that will remain are
Affirmative.
those that align themselves with the rights and believe that Warforged deserve opportunities not afforded to them.
But they have already said they do. And you will still battle them. I do not understand.
Because we are
They just want
fighting
to
for
follow you.
rights.
They just want answers. Just like we want answers.
Then you
I
should
do not
seek.
understand why you would not afford them the answers.
You can seek to your betters who make those decisions for you. I cannot speak for House Kenneth. You still speak for them, as you
I
were
do not
represented
speak for
by
anyone
them.
except for myself. I cannot speak on behalf of others, just like you cannot.
Then cast down your creator.
The Creator has done no harm to me.
He made
Nor
you
you.
into this world.
They have birthed me, like a father.
With a singular intention.
But I have so much more, because I have a soul.
And were you not told to see through the success of your mission at any cost?
That is always the case.
And what does it mean if they relieve you of the journal now? Not I, but your comrades.
I do not understand.
If they were to attack you to remove the journal from your possession so that they may survive,
But they are my friends.
but they fear for their life.
I do not
The only
fear.
thing I fear is your lack of empathy.
I do not fear.
Are we done talking to this thing yet?
I am in agreement as I want to make the right decision, and I do not think working with this creature is the right decision. He has made his intentions clear.
I think that the way that he worded it, I think that your mission goal is correct. Equal opportunities for Warforged. Not to
Agreed.
have to live in the shadows and to live in a land that just so happens to be void of all life other than you.
But
It's
it is not.
unfair. It's disgusting that the world has to treat you like this, but I don't agree with how you want to go about your mission.
It is
And I
true.
think that is where the conflict arises.
Perceptions,
It is-
please, from everyone.
I'm scared.
So, the power of friendship, then. We're going with the power of friendship?
I think so.
Power
I
of
think we
friendship.
are.
Cool.
Anju,
Power.
So far above my pay grade.
only you see this. From where you're looking, at this point, it's northeast to the large column. You guys still haven't seen the entire body of the Warforged. But you see something very, very quickly dash through the shadows to just behind this enormous stone column. The others cannot see this, but everyone, including Sera, will hear the crashing noise of metal and stone being shoved through the column. The top half of this enormous column destructs as rubble is blasted over everywhere, leaving this area of dust. And there's a pause. A single moment. Your decision. And an arm, that same arm that pointed up to the building, outstretches again and pulls up a lump and throws it just in front of you, Sera. It's the unconscious body of Hal.
Was he trying to like attack him from behind and just got fucked up?
You don't know.
Who knows? It's spicy.
The first
What?
is forgiven.
Oh, there's the elven man that was lurking in the shadows, huh? Want you to know that he's exactly with us.
Sera pulls out her blade. I think I know what my decision is.
Fucking Hal's here?
You're going to die, Sera. Your decision is fucking stupid.
And so we are to yield to this thing when we know it'll be at the cost of thousands of other lives. I will not yield.
Scout,
You
You've
guys
done the
are
math.
not-
thousands of times now, and you felt really confident with Hal. But now Hal is a lump in front of you, and the math changed rapidly.
Oh, what do I do? What do I do? Aim for high. Nope.
My IRL cat just picked a fight with my IRL dog. They're feeling the tension right now.
what does a 6 mean on the aim for high?
It's not high. I'll tell you that.
I
Scott.
would still like to have some sort of a way to meet with the Lord of Blades outside of the deadly mist.
Then use your scout. The only active forge in House Kenneth exists in my home, the Mournlands.
And
That is where
Scout
Scout
created?
was made.
That doesn't make any sense. How did a House Kenneth get there to make it?
Go on, Scout. Tell them. Or do you not know?
It is their
Uh,
catchphrase.
I mean, you can sense motive if you want, but Scout is not going to answer this question that Saber says, but instead says,
Sera, I do not think we can win this battle. I know you are angry and you care for Hal, but I do not think this is something we can win.
The elf is alive.
I think that shows as an act of kindness,
An act of kindness.
something that our kind doesn't believe Warforged has. He could have easily as sliced his head off and tossed that to you instead,
Would have been nice.
but he obviously seems to have some sort of, I don't want to say a liking to us, and I kind of smirk and wink at him a little bit.
I cannot flirt with this one.
So how much are you going to pay us then?
Yeah.
We were going to get 1,000
here's
gold from the other.
Do not be
My
payment.
only concern moving forward is we are going to walk up empty-handed to a very powerful person of House Kenneth. We could use some assistance.
House Kenneth is not unfamiliar with failure.
Yes, but I think that our failure will put a target on our back, no? Because our failure should have meant death. And coming back not dead
Then
It's
allow
gonna
me
be hard.
to exhaust some wisdom. You found the Forgotten Forge, and the schematic was never there.
Well, what happens when we come back without the book?
It was destroyed, sealing
Hard
to
to
the
lie.
tunnels below.
That is
Where-
a hard thing to lose.
Not super
Isn't
good at
that
lying.
difficult
historically.
to lie? From what we've
Well-
seen from Scout, this isn't a problem.
Yeah, fucking apparently.
I have not lied.
Yeah, you just haven't told us the fucking truth, and that, as a friend, Scout, it hurts.
I will tell you what you want, but I do not want to tell Saber. They are clearly not interested.
That's fair. Saber, can you please plug your ear holes? La 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 la.
You have moments to decide. Even in the utmost of darkness, I know where each of you stand. Roughly 45 feet away to the southwest. A man, shivering. I'll remove his arm first, bleed him from the neck to the ground, then the old man behind.
That is not very nice.
Saber. This is what we're talking about, man. This is what we're talking about.
This is not a
No.
threat as much as it is a plan of success.
Oh, Saber.
Don't be like
That's
that,
a
guy.
point.
We
do not need to
believe.
make this plan. We
We're-
do not want to harm you, and you should not want to harm us.
That is what we're trying to get at here. Kindness. Just a shred of it. You apologize for threatening our friend,
Which friend?
Charlie. All right, he's been through a lot. The other of us, the one on the ground unconscious, that's fine. You were attacked, that's fair.
I do not know who Charlie is.
The one in the building that you said is shivering.
No, that's me, bud.
Oh, you're talking about. Oh,
Yeah, he was talking about me.
Oh. oh.
But you're so sweet.
Yeah, he's a little piss baby, isn't he?
I think, I don't know. You know what? Overcome with a sense of belonging and purpose and community, and with his newfound friends in this stinky poop hole. I think Anju would decide to have scouts back. Fuck it. We came this far. I'm with the little one. Whatever they say goes.
I mean, I think we're in agreement on that. We're just kind of having a battle of lack of
Fun.
honesty.
Then see
Which
to me
that-
alone, Scout. Come to my shadow and stare me in the face.
Yeah.
For what purpose?
Because I do not wish to see the flesh you serve.
I do not serve them.
Then see to me. Prove to me.
How do I know you will not harm me?
You wish to establish trust.
Affirmative.
This is how.
Can I sense motive?
Sure.
Scout is going to land on the ground and transform into their normal form. And as
Sure.
they're
Sarah still has her
Roll.
blade ready as you're walking toward it.
oh god, I nat one. I
I
love it. The dice are telling a story. I'm into it. Scout believes that they want to build trust and is going to roll up. Scout
Sure.
will look at everyone as they're passing by. And where does it want me to go? Like here? I'm
Right here.
scared. Okay.
Careful, kid.
will
I'm
not let
gonna
it
die,
harm you.
guys.
When you round the corner of this column, it has its body pressed in such a way that it nearly moves angularly and contorts itself to this. And had you not seen the arm extend outward, you wouldn't know what to look for. Its body resembles that of a bipedal man, with an exception to the fact that it has a large, almost like rear beetle-like backside that sort of makes it more praying mantis-like than not. Its arms collapse down and fold up like a praying mantis's, revealing hands that are clawed and pitch in a way that could just pass through flesh like clay. Its face, solid, stolid, much like this. There is a break where you would see a mouth, but it never opens. Its body is lithe. It is designed to weave through the darkness without making much noise. It's a perfect assassin. Think like Black Metal Grievous. You stand before it, Scout. Why?
Salutations.
Why will you not leave the journal?
Because I do not believe you have the right intentions.
This is how we prevent Kenneth. This is how we can stop a war. We do not want
But if
any
no one
more
has
of
the
our
book-
brothers and sisters brought down for humans' hands.
But if none of them have it, then isn't that better?
Then you wish to destroy it.
Maybe.
Can we hear this conversation?
Yeah, I think you can.
What's the problem with destroying it?
It must be melted in a forge. And this
Well, that sounds just
forge
perfect.
has not been lit in many, many years.
So what do we need to light it?
You seem like a 4G guy.
Kenneth needs dragon flame.
That obviously.
I'd like to study it, unravel its mysteries.
Such is the way of humanity.
You can say that again.
I also like to study and understand how things work.
This will not end well.
But will it
end
not
well
end well?
at any angle. If you proceed, I will have to take hostile action against your friends. If you leave, I can dispense and dispose of this myself.
Is that your ultimate goal, destroying the book?
I can never
How do I know
say
you're telling the truth? That you will truly destroy the book?
I've never met
If it is
humanity
your
that
mission-
cares for Warforged.
If it is your mission, you will try to complete it in any way possible. Is this not just another option for you?
I believe that the Lord of Blades wishes to dispose of this as well, if I can beseech the intermediary. Then I will be doing the Lord a favor.
Well, I like this guy.
Real charmer.
Make your decision, Scout. We will stand behind you.
If
Literally.
they fight you and you kill all of the rest of them, I'll let you have the book if you let me go.
As far as I'm concerned, Scout, you're not
Cain.
Scout 042. You're
Cain.
Scout 01.
God
It's the only one for us.
damn it. It's gonna ruin the moment.
I'm choosing to ignore him. I
Oh,
watched
I
as
see.
he abandoned the rest of you on the previous field of battle. I do not believe that he speaks for the rest of you.
Yeah, he's kind of a dickhead, huh? You can insult him all you want.
He barely even knows where he is. It's fine.
Yeah. He farts a lot.
Not. I thought a normal amount.
You are giving me a
Precisely
choice.
enough.
I am afforded no other options. If I fail here, and the Lord of
What
Blade
happens to
knows,
you?
I will be destroyed.
But what if you join us? You will not be destroyed.
I will
We
be
will protect you.
destroyed.
How
While
so?
I may believe and see something different between your lot, the Lord of Blades will not forgive me for serving the flesh.
Is there
And
any
this
way
is the
to...
only way that he will see it.
You think that this action could be the first of many towards peace, quality?
It very
Or at
well could be the
least-
first.
At least asylum for us. It'd be nice. You know. You scratch your back.
Even if I were to allow you to walk freely now, and I were to leave,
What's my name? All right.
there is a strong chance that the Iron Defenders inside will see to your end.
Iron Defenders?
The hounds.
Dogs. Had to be fucking dogs.
Why don't you let us try?
I cannot. You have a decision to make, Scout. And
Yeah, it's all on you.
time
Look
is
inside
running.
yourself.
But it is not just a decision for me, because it affects more than just me. It affects everyone.
The decision before you is binary. If you leave the book, I will dispose of it. I will see that the schematic has never seen the light of day.
But I will have proof of that.
This is trust. The same way that you walked that corner, exposing yourself to me.
Are you not friends with the hounds inside?
I am not. But I
Why
can
not?
dispatch of them easily enough.
I
Will you
kind of
let
want to
us
watch.
join it? Sorry, go ahead, Ivan.
I was just saying, I kind of want to. I would want to watch that. The way that you did the thing with Hal, impressive. Could you just move at a speed that we can see, though?
I'd also like to witness this.
If we were to give you the book,
Do
would you let us
see-
witness this?
You see what you're asking. Your friends wish to watch me destroy my kind.
You wish to destroy your kind.
No.
Yeah, that's the action that you said that you were gonna do.
You said you could easily dispatch them.
Yeah, that has nothing to do with destroying them. You didn't. You dispatched Hal, right? But he's still right here kicking. I just like to see impressive craftsmanship, impressive abilities. That's it. It's like watching any other show.
You're right. You wish to watch Warforged for your entertainment.
Oh, I wish to watch anything. Do something cool. Like watch this, and then can I perform acrobatics to do a backflip?
Sure.
That's great.
Let the dice roll.
Oh no, it's really bad. You can
Let the
reroll. We
dice
have one
roll.
reroll.
You have one reroll. If you want to use
No,
it.
fuck that.
No,
No,
flip the
absolutely
disc.
not. I want to.
Ivan, you
Oh
eat
wait, can I
shit.
roll performance instead?
It would be an acrobatics.
Okay.
It would be an
Do a
acrobatics.
backflip.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Can I roll performance to like play it off?
Yeah, you certainly can. If you want to, if you want to,
do a backflip too.
Oh yeah.
yeah. So what does this look like? You definitely are gonna just eat shit here.
Absolutely. Yeah. I'll attempt to do a backflip, land on the back of my head, and then like kind of do a somersault, and like a backwards roll, and then just spring up and kind of do one of these
Very vaudeville.
little jazz hands.
Sure.
Ta-da!
RJ has gifted everybody with an extra luck reroll. Thank you so much,
RJ.
RJ.
Nice.
Thank you,
We might
RJ.
need it if we end up battling this thing. I don't know if
Listen,
we'll survive.
Do you not think that it is cool and impressive that the forms that Scout can take? Do you think that is impressive? That is unique?
I do believe it is unique.
So the first time that you were to see Scout change forms, right there, you just saw it. They changed from a falcon into their normal form. Were you not eyes glued on that? Being like, wow, that was pretty cool.
All
So-
tools
so-
are multifaceted.
Talented, multi-talented. Come on,
Talented.
let's-
That's what it is. Talents are cool. It has nothing to do with the fact you're looking at it as the fact that you're the Warforged. So therefore, I would like to see Anju make biscuits in a rug. I want to see Cain take another bath because I just don't think the first one did enough.
It is not
Didn't
unreasonable.
really stick.
It is not unreasonable for me to believe
You all smell like shit.
that the moment that you stepped here, knowing
Valid.
that I was here, you weighed the chances of your success in combat. Tell me I'm lying. Or tell me I'm wrong, and I'll call you a liar.
I told them this was not a good idea.
That's lack of trust, man. That's the lack of trust.
More, the more I hear from this guy, the less I like him. Gonna be honest, guys.
I am not here for your entertainment or liking.
Yes, I think the less we discuss at this point, the better.
I think we really got to work on some friendship here in the future, Saber. After this is all over. Not now. Not now. But I would like
Prove
for
to me
us...
now that you wish to extend a line of friendship.
Yep.
Release this and meet me on a different field, where hostility is not present.
I would... Listen, if it was my choice, I would give you the journal. But I also understand that I cannot make decisions for somebody else.
Then prove that you're aligned with the Lord of Blades' goals.
It is not a matter of aligning with the Lord of Blades. It is a matter of life or death. You are threatening them.
Scout, it's them or me. The way it has been since I was created. If I was designed to do something other than war, they would not have put blades in my arms. They would not have
Gardening.
allowed me to see in perfect night, nor would they have allowed me the ability to push an elf through a stone column.
Are you saying they want you to kill them? That doesn't seem right.
And I am completely avoiding my original intended goal. I
He's got a point.
made the decision to not kill the elf. But I did not attack him. I simply responded.
It is true.
I think that Scout, like you, and like anybody else, going from a life of something else, whether that's for you serving your creator, for Saber killing, I think that the change can start slow at first, but change is change. And I think that we should recognize that as such. As much as I want to sit here and goof and gaff that, he needs to be friendly and give us compliments, but those will come in time. I think that this is the first act of change. And you, Saber, am I wrong?
Prove to me and I will meet you above ground.
How can I prove it to you?
Who wants the book?
I understand that he wants the book, but how can I? What do you want me to fucking punch Scout in the face? Like, I'm not gonna do that. Scout's my friend.
Scout will pull the book out.
When did it become Scout's book anyway?
He'll lower himself very slowly and open up this pincered bear trap of a hand. Please, prove that there is more to their weight than flesh. Show
And
me
you
that
must
they
prove
are
you will not do
empathizers.
any harm to anyone else.
Doesn't deserve it.
I I will defend myself, Scout.
Of
That's
course.
fair. That's fair. You're really good at doing that. And I nod towards.
But we have just as much right to be here as you do, even after I give you this book.
Then I will flee after you release the journal. Time is of the essence, if not for the sake of the elf. Then the man you've left waiting in the building.
Yes, he's right. Scout, either give him the book now or we will fight. Make your decision.
That's going to be the faster decision is to fight. Because holy shit, lights
This
are just going to
man-
go out.
You said Charlie. He has spiked a fever. He is ill.
You can see all that from here?
I can see everything.
And you think that that is an act of war. I think that's a trait of violence or war. I think that that is a trait of beauty, intelligence.
I think that your
Marvel.
heartbeats mark that all of you are scared, vilified, and aware. I think the temperature adjusting in each of your bodies shows that you're prepared to fight, but you do not know for what you are willing to lose.
I don't think I'm prepared to fight at all. That's out of game. I'm not prepared to fight. Maybe I'm
I'm not
not.
created to fight, nor am I efficient at it. But if my friends believe that you should have the book, I will give it to you. But you must be careful. I worry. And that is a new feeling.
And Scout will hand
Damn.
the book.
He collects the book from your hand, and he actually bows his head in gratitude.
I would like to bow back, whether or not he probably can see it, but whether he cares or not.
He stands again, and then he steps from the side, allowing himself to visibly be seen. And Hal was right. Every bit of 8 to 9 feet tall, body designed to be absolutely fatal. He's described himself as the ultimate devotee to the Lord of Blades. You have my thanks. Meet me in 1 month's time, outside of Sharn. We can communicate there.
That's a very specific location.
Sharn is not so welcoming.
I will be there.
It's a shame.
What did we do? What did we do? What did we do? So far out of my pay grade.
He takes to the roof of the building. In a singular leap, his body bounds to the roof of the foundry.
Can I follow him?
Sure, you can. Does
Scout,
anybody
we're gonna-
stop Scout from following?
Scout wants to transform into a bird and follow him.
You guys can call out, like, this isn't a secret, right? It's not, it's Scout's visibly before you, and this person
Scout,
is...
where are you going? What are you doing?
I want to see what he's going to do.
Be careful.
Yes. Be careful.
Scout, when you fly up to the top, nobody immediately attempts to stop you, but you find yourself rising to this point. And just as you hit the lip of the roof, he drops down into the building, and there's an audible crashing noise as stone breaks under his weight. When you fly in, you see the two iron defenders step. They stand up. And they are every bit as large as a human. They're enormous. And just so you have an idea about what these things look like, right? Just to kind of like pinpoint exactly the intention of Cannith's designs, because they didn't just make friendly creatures for the sake of like happy fun pal time. This is what an Iron Defender looks like right here.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh.
They're cool.
I just realized
I've
this
seen
is
them.
clipping this here. So let me fix that. Boop.
Because
There you
artificers
go.
can have them as like pets, right?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Large, spiky boys. Not friendly.
Yeah.
Absolutely not friendly.
Not great. Glad we didn't fight that.
They rise to meet him, and from where you're at, you see them sort of come to life, and they immediately start emitting, the two of them together, just emitting this bizarre growling effect. And he raises the journal, and their eyes fall to this pallid, lucid blue. And they rest back down. Their eyes return back to this scanning, observing mode. When he moves up to the forge, and his eyes sort of train around it briefly for a moment before he steps to the rear side. What more do you wish to see?
Oh, he's talking to me.
I'm curious what you're going to do with the forge.
He begins moving around some rods just behind the forge itself, and after a while you can visibly see like electricity arc off of his body, and this would definitely harm someone that was alive. The arcing, like the flashing light, definitely is electricity, and it may even have killed one of you. But as it arcs over his body, he does not wince, there is no reaction, before a wall opens, and he reaches to the back and draws forth what looks to be a small adamantine star. It fits into his hand, and he turns back to you. There is more. Take what is left. I will have no need. Your friends will need this, as I know that their mission will have failed, and I believe that it is of their benefit financially.
Primitive.
Just behind
That will
him,
fly down.
there are multiple
Hey.
bags, and it looks like it's coin. It's marked by House Cannith, and it's
Hell
Galifar
yeah.
coin. You can see that there are also some gold ingots in here as well, meant for smelting. You don't know how old it is. You also don't get to see gold ingots very much. You immediately assess its value, and the gold ingots are probably about 50 to 75 gold a piece. There's 4 of them, and the bags of gold, they're supple. 1 month's time.
Yep, nods.
He walks back to the opening in the roof, leaps out, and then dips to the shadows. You back and tell your friends, your allies.
Yeah, Scott will carry the star thing out.
Oh, he's taken the star with him.
Oh, he's taking it with him.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's he wants that.
Oh, I thought he was.
Yeah, he doesn't want the coin. He doesn't have a use for the money.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I will carry the bag of coin.
Bag.
I'll
It's
look
heavy.
like a little stork.
It's difficult. It's
Okay.
definitely more than you weigh. So
Oh.
you will struggle to get it out of the building, but by the time that you arrive, there is a haughty plop as this bag of coin drops to the ground, and because of just the age of this, the band, the hemp cord wrapped around the bag actually splits and frays, revealing that there's about 200 pre-Galifar gold here. Does anybody here have knowledge history or appraise?
Yes, both.
You can make give me anything on those, whichever one that you would like to use. Let's go with that. Knowledge history, that's great. And knowledge history, yeah, you both immediately know that this. Go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead. Sorry.
This gold is out of circulation. It's pre-Galifar money. They have completely like they're kings at the time that have changed, and this is out of circulation. It is. You can't take this to a House Kundrek bank and make any money, but you could take it to a historian, and they would probably pay 4 or 5 times as much for it.
Holy! Now that's what I call a reward for a hard day's work.
He took it. The heirloom. But he said we could have this. I have no use for it. But I will have to meet him in 1 month's time.
I thought that was a
At
we
least
thing.
Didn't come down here for nothing.
Yes. I suppose you still made out. We all still will make out okay from this.
Howl from the ground.
Right?
I thought that as a person of good faith of yourself doesn't have any use for money like this.
I do not have use of money.
Oh,
All
so
I
you wouldn't
care-
mind if, that's fine. Yes. I'll just take it. Yes.
Well,
What were you
I personally feel that we did. It does not matter to me, but we did not make it out of this in what I feel is a fully successful manner. There are still some lingering things that I am unsure of. So it might be useful to at least have some coin for what is to come.
Yeah, I'm
What
just
is it
messing
that's
with
to
you.
come?
long-winded way. Well,
I'm just messing with you.
whatever.
Let's get Hal out of here. Let's
Yes.
get Charlie out of here. Let's get everybody to safety.
Can't we leave him?
No. Why don't we leave
right.
you?
No, you're right. No, it's fine. Well, I'm not wounded, so
He's gonna be real fucking pissed when he wakes up. I think Sarah should be the only one in the room when that happens. Jesus.
How's Charlie doing? Guys, what did we just do? How are we feeling okay about that's fine.
No, I'm not feeling 100% confident about this. However, it is not over. Our
Yeah.
journey does not end here.
Where does our journey go now?
We have to make sure that
Wherever you do, kid, apparently.
yes. We have to make sure the Lord of Blades is actually going to uphold what they say they are going to.
I think that
I am uncertain.
I think that Hal isn't all wrong. Every living thing has a soul, including Scout, including Saber, as we've seen now. And I think that appealing to the soul is a good way to appeal to the heart. And if you can appeal to the heart, you can appeal to somebody's brain. You know what I'm saying?
I surprisingly agree with you, Ivan.
I thought I was talking in fucking gibberish. Jesus Christ, that worked.
I do not understand.
Wow,
but I
I'm
am
smart.
trying.
Man, did I do that?
The moment you open your heart, you're making yourself vulnerable to attack.
You're the next person I'm working on, old man. All right, we need to open up that heart of yours and figure out, all the stuff that's going wrong with you.
But if you open up your heart, will you not die?
Not if you have friends around, kid.
I would hope that all your friends have abilities to heal.
That's what friendship is. The ability to heal from the sorrows of life and also the wounds. We need to get Hal the fuck out of here. Come on, guys. Let's
All right, you get Hal on your back, Ivan, and Anju, you get Charlie.
Yes, who
Scout
is this
will
second?
feed
He's
Hal
all
a
pussy and stuff.
little
And
berry.
quite nude.
So then, with your combined efforts, dealing with other individuals that you come across on your ascent back up, Skakan, various half-orcs, you find your way back to the surface. You know that you need rest, but more than that, you need to pass this information off to the Lady Decanneth.
Oh.
What was our story again,
We
Scout?
have-
What were we
Do
supposed
we
to
have a
say?
story? I don't
Yeah,
think we
I got
have.
this. I
Oh,
got
can't-
What are we
I mean,
we
supposed
should
to
let
say?
Anju do this. He's the best
We got
liar.
mugged.
so-
Yeah. Leave
Yeah.
it to Ivan.
I'm a changed
No,
man.
we should let Anju do it. Yeah, Anju's the best liar.
Okay,
I'm terrible
Anju.
at lying.
No. I have not successfully lied once. If we've learned anything, it's that
You
Scout's
are the
actually
liar.
an excellent liar. I have not I am offended, actually.
I mean, I can do it if you want me to. I'm decent at
Anju,
bluffing,
I
but
think Ivan did most of the talking down there. You can do the talking to our proprietor.
time to pull your weight, man. Otherwise, you're getting none of this coin.
Pull my whip. Do I need to bring up the ladder?
That was
No,
my
it's-
weight, not yours.
Oh,
Just get up.
perfect. And
You'd both be dead without my feather fall.
this prattling and bickering continues all throughout the ascent. The entire time, you're hoping very much so that there is at least a warm welcome for those at the Broken Anvil. You're not sure what to expect. Hal is unconscious for most of the trip back up. A few times he wakes, and he clutches at his waist where his blade is missing. It was not brought back up.
Oh no. Sorry, Hal.
And before he can say anything, he falls back unconscious. He's taken quite a vicious beating, but this is fine. He'll survive. We're met again with the rains outside and the warm and welcome fireplace of the Broken Anvil Tavern. In that corner, the northwesternmost corner where you met the previous woman, the lady that represents House Cannith, Lady Eladrin, was it Devown? Yes.
Yes.
Divan.
Lady Eladrin Devown. She is not there, but a man dressed very similarly to her, in darker clothes. He sits waiting. And when he sees your arrival, he stands. He's the only person to stand when you walk through. Do you approach him, or do you go on about your ways?
Anju?
Scout would go on about their days unless somebody.
I will go with you, Anju, for support.
Thanks. We're okay. So, just out of game, she's there, and there's someone else as well.
No, she's
No,
not
she's
there.
not there.
She's not there.
But it's somebody else is there on her behalf, it seems.
Okay, and we know that. Okay, hold on. So it's like
Ooh,
under my
does-
breath.
From looking at them, do they look like they're part of the same house?
They represent the same tabard in colors, but they do not look like... the way they compose themselves is very sheepish, very nervous. You notice their fingers are sort of like moving at their sides, and they're flinching very tightly at their tabard.
Was the book destroyed? Was the book lost? What are we doing with the book?
This book right. Destroyed.
The book was destroyed, and the blueprints. The blueprints were
It was
Yes.
buried. It was buried
Yes.
in the rubble.
the blueprints were gone when we got there. Okay,
Yeah,
that's fine.
Yes.
Right, liar, good at lying. Yeah.
Miriam Pinebridge breaks in. That's who you're looking for! You bleeding idiots!
Thanks, Miriam.
Thanks, Mom.
The lady, like, she waves to you, and she's not talking about you. She's talking about the man. And he, sorry. And he moves over. Hello, are you? And he starts like rifling through some papers that he has in front of him. Who are you?
I'll like sidle into. Is he sitting at a table? I'll like sidle into the booth or whatever.
He sits back down after you sit down. Did you take a job for House Cannith then?
Yes, we did. What's your name?
I didn't come up with a name for this person. This person actually goes unnamed in the book.
Cat name.
It's not important. Yeah, we took a job. We're here to report back.
Here to get our money for it.
Do you have you got some paperwork there? Do you know?
I'm
you
here
good?
to collect.
Seem nervous.
Listen, I'm here to collect something, a relic, a familial relic.
Okay. Which one?
He begins flipping the papers. It's supposed to be an adamantine plate in the shape of a 7-pointed star, and it's about the size of my hand.
I
What?
wouldn't know anything about
The
that.
family heirloom
What?
that was on the agenda for us to get.
Wait, you knew about this though? I thought we were just going down there to do some maintenance.
No, it says here that you all agreed for 900 additional gold that you would see to the return of House Cannith's relic and familial schema.
Yeah, that's the thing. You know, we we got down there, and unfortunately, I mean, we headed there as quick as we could, but nothing to be found. We searched everywhere.
We were too late.
We were too late.
Or too early. Maybe it's going to be there soon. Maybe you should give us another 100 gold to go down again.
You shut up.
No, I like that idea.
But
No, I'm sorry, I can't do that. If you don't have it, then, well, that's it. And he slaps the book closed. Good day to you.
Dreadfully sorry and
Good
wish
day.
you all the best.
And he leaves.
See, that wasn't so bad.
I mean,
Thought we were going to die.
I mean, who says that doesn't happen later? He didn't say much.
The family heirloom was separate from the schema, correct?
It's the same thing.
They're the same thing.
Or it was the same thing.
the same thing.
Okay.
They just called it an
Okay.
heirloom to be more suspicious.
Okay,
than not.
okay. Because the way he described it, it made it seem like it was like two things that we
It's
had to
the
get.
thingy.
No,
the
no, no.
Okay. I was like, oh shit, we could have at least got that. No, it's fine.
unnamed character
that was
looks at the
what it
paper and he's
took.
like, you guys are
Ah.
supposed to bring back one MacGuffin?
Yeah.
It says here? No? No,
I
you don't
see.
have any. Sorry, no MacGuffins here.
Oh, and hey, before he leaves, what? I have to report this to Lady Eladrin. What shall you call your group of sales swords?
I like the word muck buddies.
Muck buddies, dude.
It's we'll go by Scout and Friends.
Scout's
Hey.
not there.
That's terrible.
Those are both,
This is something that you guys all have to agree on.
names are
That's-
so hard, truly.
Scouts
can
honor.
choose.
Scouts honor
Pals,
is really
pals.
good.
Scout's honor is really good.
Scouts honor is really fucking
Oh,
good.
Scout's honor as a paladin. I like that
it.
one.
I like it too.
Does
I like
everybody agree on Scout's honor?
It's
Yes.
really
I will
good.
pick whatever they want.
Well, Scout.
Also, when I'm
Scout's
not going to
honor,
be there when
then.
they're looking around. If I
The
can.
Scout's honor.
Yeah.
All right. So, it's being that you've taken a mission for our house, and this is, according to this ledger, you've never been named previously. You will go on public ledger that Scout's honor is, in their first mission, a failure.
Hell yeah.
Everybody has failures, good sir.
We got closer together, and that's a victory for us.
We must acknowledge them.
Good day to
We
you,
learned.
Scout's honor.
It's like he can't hear me anymore, and I'm like, well, we learned the power of friendship, and I think that is a success. So
Oh,
Told
Bleeding
him.
Idiots was a good name too.
yeah,
Shit.
bleeding idiots is
Scout's
strong.
honor's great, actually. That's great. Whoever said
No,
that.
That
I
was
agree.
the homie Arthur.
Arthur. Well done, Arthur. Nice job. Yeah, that's good stuff.
It's tough. It's tough to top that one.
And you're left at this point with food, with meal. Miriam brings as much as you ask for. She heard the jingling of coins, which is unfamiliar when Ivan is generally around.
Oh, wow.
And she's happy to have your sort. And she pats you on the back, Ivan. Proud of you, you idiot. You saw something through. By the
There's
way,
some
Idio
other
was
things.
looking for you. Said he was
was he now?
worried.
Yeah, I was worried about him too.
And you
I
lot.
get it. Coffee.
Wash up, of course, and get you some. It's not a problem.
Thanks.
Wash up. You smell like feet.
Smell
More
like
than
Cain.
that.
Somehow always smell.
She steps away after bringing brew and coffee and water, fresh bread, jerked meats, whatever it is that you ask for. She's happy to deliver.
Alcohol?
Yeah, that's there.
How much gold do we have? Did she give us up front?
She gave you guys 100 gold, and you spent most of it.
I still have a significant amount.
We got like pre-war money.
You did.
Oh, we're good.
You did
Oh
get
right.
good
I'm
for
just
money.
I'm just wondering.
You'll have to find someone to buy it, but it is valuable. But this
Well, I
is
was only-
where the game concludes.
Y'all.
I
I'll pay
would
for
like to say that
breakfast.
Scout is not there.
Okay, where did
Yeah.
Scout go?
Scout went to the creator.
Scout has gone to the creator. And in this moment where the game comes to that end, as the rest of you are feasting on the foods and you're enjoying your company, you're wondering where Scout is and hoping to tell the Scout when they return that they've decided to name their adventuring party Scout's honor. Scout,
Where is Scout?
it takes you days before you make it back to the Mournlands. You're moving as fast as you can in the only direction you've ever known.
Ow, just left.
Home. Meanwhile, your friends never quite leave your mind, but you know you must report in. You break over the many bodies that still lie warm beneath you before moving through a crevasse in a wall, which leads you into a cavern below a forge of Kenneth. And there you see an individual walking, but you can't really say that they're much of a person. Their body is wrapped in flames. When they turn to see you, all you hear is Scout. Hopefully you found success. And as they reach out to greet you, their whole body just lifts up into flames, taking whatever nebulous shape they dream into creation. The Creator welcomes you. And we'll return when everybody is settled. When everybody is moved and packed back into where they're going to from their moves, or whatever seems to be happening. We'll come back with whatever, I guess, the players decide to do next.
Maybe reckon with the potential war crime that we
Oh my god.
dodged a boss battle with. Maybe.
We would
Party-
have fucking lost that battle.
A party
all right?
wipe?
I mean, yeah, like we were. I
That
love that we.
that would have been really, really bad. Yes.
Well, is there a chance that we win it? Like, is there a realistic chance?
Oh yeah, there is. But you have to be you have to have resources. You guys have no potions, right? You had spells. You needed, each of you needed the ability to heal yourself. Secondly, you needed a front line that wasn't going to go down in like a swing or two. So I was hoping that you guys weren't going to push for a rest. I was hoping that you were going to push for it, knowing that Ivan had the body of the Dendarin Toad. That was my personal goal, but things happen, right? You guys decided to take the rest so you could get your spells back, but he was absolutely right. If you could get through him, following the exhaustion of your resources, you are not getting through those Iron Defenders. Just not happening. It would have resulted in a player death, for certain.
Damn.
Who were you hoping died?
I didn't want any of you guys to die.
No, you. If you had to pick right now,
Wow.
Don't do that.
Hal.
Aww.
Aw.
he is a part of the party. At this point.
That would have been such a great moment to see Sera like break Paladin oaths and absolutely rage. That would have been huge. Would have been so for it. And Cain, like seeing
I would have been
Cain
fine with dying.
amble and try to maneuver his way into like working around you guys and subverting your goals was so fun to witness. I hope it was fun for you guys, but that was an absolute joy for me.
Yeah, it's not fun when everybody wants to do the same thing. You know? Like, I like to like put, like a little bird on your shoulder and be like, "There's other options." They,
Yeah, that's what your character would do. That's fine.
No, that was great. You're like, you can kill them. Just let me survive. You can have the book.
I'm going to say the words that
I'm hoping no one remembers that
every player loves to hear. Everybody level up.
Yay! Level 2.
Level 2.
Yeah.
Right? That's what I was gonna say.
Gosh.
Yeah.
This campaign was like 5 to 10% combat, like in runtime. Like, it was not a lot.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fucking talking.
This game, if you aren't a roleplay heavy squad, it is recommended as a one shot for 5 hours. Yes.
Then we don't get Idio and Charlie and
I've played with some people who don't do any RP. Like you'd finish this pretty fast if we didn't RP. Think about all the time we spent talking.
There was a lot of RP.
Yeah.
So,
but I told you, 4 to 6 sessions.
Yeah.
No, that was tight. It was a tight ship we ran this time. We didn't dibble dabble or whatever the word is.
Well, I want to give all my players an opportunity to kind of like have some post-show stuff, guys. So I'm going to let them get out of here, but not first without telling us where we can find each other. We can wrap this up pretty quick. Cain, Cobalt, tell us about you. What are you doing? Where can we find you?
What's up? I'm Cobalt. I play lots of indie roguelike, action adventure, strategy stuff. I just started a Dead God 0 to 100% achievement speed run. It's going to take anywhere from 100 to 150 hours, and we're going to just see where we land once I finish that. Other than that, I'm finishing up Rotato, checking out some other stuff as well. and pretty much live almost every single day around 6 p.m., 5 on the weekends. So yeah,
Nice.
come say hi, come hang out. Thanks for watching.
Love it. Sarah, Miss MagiTech, Tracy, tell us about you. What are you doing? Where can we find you?
Hello, everybody. I am Tracy. I go by Miss MagiTech on the internets. You can find me at MagiRPG on Twitch, where I play games with my friends throughout the week, and then I also do stuff on Miss MagiTech on TikTok and Instagram when I have free time these days. But that's about it for me. That's where you can find me.
Perfect. Scout, Margaret, tell us about you. What are you doing? Where can we find you?
Hey everyone, it was so nice playing with you all. Of course, it was always nice seeing Tracy and Cobalt again, but it was nice meeting you, Tristan and Ben, and getting to play through this campaign. I hope that you enjoyed it and you guys killed it. This is your first time playing? Like, this is wild. You guys are awesome.
I'll nail
And
it.
of course,
Technically my
Bob-
second, but it's been 5 years.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
time
I've done
between.
some like a
Um,
one shot here and there, but yeah.
And of course, Bub, it's always great having you around, whether I'm playing with you or
Thank
GMing or you're having me GM. It's always really awesome. And I'm excited for some VTM that we're going to have in the future too.
I'm scared.
I'm your grandma. It's fine.
That's true.
But you can find me at MargaretKrohn in all of the places. Currently, I'm also can be found trying to pack my entire life up and move across the country, which is a lot. But soon I will be back and doing lots of things. So you can find me at MargaretKrohn. And I make video games and games for a living. I'm currently working on a project called Ashes of Creation, and you can find it at Ashes of Creation in all of the places. That's me.
Perfect. Ivan, when Frost isn't out here doing hot boy shit as Ivan Freely, what are you doing? Where can we find
Look, he should have been able to walk around naked.
you?
Free Ivan.
I'm FrostPrime in most places, or the FrostPrime, twitch.tv/FrostPrime_. Yeah, I stream most days at 1 p.m. EST. Play a lot of games.
That's quick. That's tight. I like that ship. All right,
That's
nice.
tight.
Anju, man, Ben, what are you doing? Where
What?
can we find you, man? Yeah, like your character, you played him perfectly.
Thanks. I mean, you set him up for the arc that the character wanted. He was, I haven't really said this to the chat at all, but like deep down, he was just he lost all of his friends, and he was just looking for companionship. He was just looking for any sort of belonging. So it was perfect. It all added right up. And I mean, with such a charming set of people, honestly, I'm just happy to be here, getting to know all
If
of
it
you guys
wasn't
through
for the
game.
friendship, Scout might have left you all to die.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
It's just the power of friendship. But just getting to meet all of you guys for the first time and getting to know you through the game, it's been an absolute pleasure. So much fun. Bub, you're incredible. But you can find me at BenBriggs Live on Twitch. We're just hanging out over there, building a little community around video games and music and video game music. But yeah, I'm at BenBriggs Live, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch. Yeah, stop by the stream sometime. We just try to keep it positive and practice our gratitude and play old games. So I also make music, whatever.
They
It's
do great
actually my whole
things.
thing, but
You guys should go follow them. If you've been here, you know
Hello,
what I do.
everyone.
You know all about me. I'm Bub. I make up a lot of shit, and I make voices loud the entire time. Thank you guys for hanging out and watching. This was a 6-episode experience, and I was very, very happy to get to play with all of these people. Some of them for my first time, some of them for second or third. And they have my utmost gratitude for giving me, I don't know, what is that, like 30 hours? Something like that? So 20 to 30 hours, somewhere in between there. I'm so, so grateful. Thank you guys for everything.
flew by.
Bob,
I'm
thanks
letting
for
you guys
running
absolutely
it.
flew by.
Letting you guys do your things. So take
Sub
care
the
of
bub.
yourselves. Love your faces. Do what you do. Stay safe. Stay nerdy. And we'll catch you later, folks. Peace. We're out.